Eagle fans, it is Week 10. I'm glad you're here for the Week 10 Coaches Show. I'm here with head coach Stephen Fitchie. Want to thank McDonald's for being our weekly Coaches Show sponsor. And we're coming off a big win against Faraday, 52-26, to go to 6-0 in district, 9-0 overall. And, of course, we look forward to the much-anticipated matchup with the Oak Grove Tigers coming up this Thursday. But before we get to the Tigers, Coach, I think there's some things we can talk about from the game this past Friday. And I guess we can start off with this. Last week we started off with the same thing. Our offensive line was fantastic. If you can take the ball in your first 8 possessions and score a touchdown on 8 possessions in a row to start the game, it doesn't matter what the other team does a lot of times. It's a good way to win a football game.
That's a very positive way to start a game. But, no, our offense executed well. I mean, again, our offensive line opened up holes for the running game, gave time for Luke in the passing game. He had his best game of the year. And, again, I thought our offense really executed well. So, again, real proud of that execution. No penalties, which is a huge plus. And so no turnovers. Those are all things that, again, at this time of the year, that's what you want to be doing is don't beat yourself. And just execute. Yeah,
really clean football game, top to bottom. And another thing that I do want to mention is and ask you about, Cam Vullion handled the kicking duties. And, extra points are one thing. You can go for 2 anytime. But the way that he kicked the ball off and managed the field position for the Trojans, I thought he did a fantastic job.
He did. He stepped in and did a great job. He had practiced extra points, but we hadn't, done a whole lot on the kickoffs. But his placement on kickoffs, putting the ball where we needed it to go, he did a super job, and our guys covered well. Aiden Eldridge had 5 tackles on kickoff alone. And so, again, Voyan stepped in and did a great job.
Well, Aiden had a good game overall. You mentioned the tackles on the kickoff coverage. He led our team in overall tackles. He had 12. It was kind of a breakout game with him, but when I looked at the total tackles, Andon Melton had 10. Those were the only 2 players that had double-digit tackles. And so the back end of our defense, it turns out, had their work cut out for them the other night. Caleb Ellis, the quarterback for Faraday, had a really good night, 18 of 27, 344 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Much of that damage came in the second half. I do want to mention their 2 leading receivers, Desmond Jefferson, number 10. He had 7 catches for 163 and 3 touchdowns, and Darian Brown for number 2 had 6 catches for 164 yards and a touchdown. Really unorthodox way that they threw the ball down the field, but those receivers were able to get. He did. They got behind our defense, and he would throw it up, and they go make a catch. So I guess I want to ask you, is that an area of concern or?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when that's the number one thing you practice on during the week, saying this team throws the ball, we got to eliminate the big plays, and then we gave up, at least 10 big plays. Yeah, that's an area of concern without a doubt, and so. That's something that we have to get corrected because, again, you got to be able to stop the run and the pass in high school football. And, and so, we played some teams that focused predominantly on run. We knew Faraday was a team that was going to focus primarily on pass. And they didn't surprise us. We knew going into the game that they were going to throw the football. And so when you come up against a team that they're going to have a balanced attack, that they can do both the run and the pass, you gotta be, like I say, you gotta be able to stop both in high school football.
Well, I talked to somebody after the game, somebody that you talked to, and they said you told them that you needed to fire your DB coach. And so, did you?
I've tried to fire myself for year after year, and still looking for that person to come take my place. So I sleep a lot better. Have nightmares about receivers running wide open behind us, and so. Like I say, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and again, if you can score on your first 8 possessions, then that really gives you a little bit of cushion for your defense to, get burned a couple times and learn from that. But our efficiency on offense was really good. Macon had his 5th consecutive 100-yard game, 17 carries, 144 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and he went over 1,000 yards on the season. He's averaging 8.5 yards a carry, and I just thought he he's skilled, he's talented, he runs hard. Man, he's tough to bring down, but also he's durable. I mean, to get those carries that add up, especially it seems like it's early in the game, or not early, but the first half where he gets most of his carries. It wasn't so lucky this past week because the team, the Trojans kind of made a comeback. But what a season Macon's having.
He is, and again, senior who first year as a full-time starter, stepping in and make the most of his opportunities. And, he's a battler and, just again, tough, hard-nosed grit that, sees the hole and uses his speed. And like I say, really has had several games this year where he's had 15 to 20 carries and shown a lot of durability.
Yeah, and to go along with him in the backfield, Jude Turner, I thought he had an outstanding game. He had that one catch and run that's kind of like a highlight reel thing. I mean, there's not many players that can do that, Coach.
No, he's physical. He's physical. When he catches the ball, you're going to know that you tackled him, and he's going to put second thoughts in some of those defenders' head. Yeah,
and I know we talk about these guys every week, but when they keep performing the way they do, and really pushing the offense down the field by carrying the ball, and Jude this week catching the ball, he had 6 catches for 144 yards and 5 catches for 160 yards. Didn't score receiving, but then he had 6 carries and 44 yards and 4 touchdowns. And so when you can get down in that goal line, having a guy like Jude to punch it in, I mean, it's
that's big. That's big. So 200 all-purpose yards for him was another good night. Like I say, him and making both. And again, Luke played his best game, offensive line, receivers. So. Again, our offense is staying balanced right now, and they're like I say, they're executing well. So that's what we just need to continue to do.
So when we made the trip to Faraday, there were a couple things that I noticed, and I don't know if it had an impact on the game. I think that maybe there's a chance that it did. One is the field conditions. They weren't terrible. It wasn't muddy, but it definitely, as the game went on, the field it seemed like more and more slippery. The other thing that I noticed was it was senior night, and there was a buzz with the Trojan faithful there, kind of brought some energy. And then when Caleb Ellis got going throwing the ball, it was like he felt it, or he had some type of rhythm, or was in the zone, because he was dropping it in there with some great throws. But we were able to win the game. So when we look at the season that's happened, another thing I want to talk about, you mentioned they were a throwing team. We played running teams. But it looks like we're a balanced team. We have 1,762 yards passing and 1,677 yards rushing, and it doesn't get much more balanced than that, Coach.
No, that's pretty good.
It is. I think Luke's having a great season. You mentioned him. He didn't have to throw the ball down the field a lot. There was one particular play that I wanted to ask you about, and it was the one right before halftime to Ridge. Is that something that you worked on against Faraday, or is it something that's installed? Or
no, we've had that throughout the year, and Coach Vadrine dialed up a couple of screenplays right there that Turner got chunky yards on the first play, and then we were able to get the timeout with 1 second left, and get that last touchdown screen to Ridge, and so that was huge to be able to get a score right before half, and then to get the ball back to start the second half, because it's 28-14 right there with 1 second left.
Yes, right.
And so for him to score, make it 35 to 14, and then score again right there coming out of half, that was huge.
Yeah, so with Jude's performance receiving the ball, you've got Jude, and you've got Cam Vullion, and you've got Patrick Turpin, 3 receivers with over 20 catches on the season. So it's really nice to be able to distribute the ball, keep the defenses honest, not being able to focus on one guy. Vullion had a nice catch the other night. Another thing is we have 14 interceptions on the season on defense. That's averaging over 1 a game, but I think we've had an interception every single game this season, if I remember right. Maybe, yeah, did we have one against Mangum?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think we've had one every single game.
Except the other night.
Oh, yeah, except the other night. That's right.
Yeah. So we had a fumble recovery the other night, but, I didn't realize that. But, so again, if defense can create turnovers, offense has done a good job of capitalizing them on. That's just, again, a big momentum swing for your team.
Okay. Well, again, great win, 6-0 in District 2 2A. I can't say it's surprising. I liked our team from day one, and I really like our team now, seeing how they've grown, how our offensive line really just controlled the line of scrimmage the other night, and our guys were able to catch the ball. Luke was able to throw it and run it. But again, it sets up this huge match against Oak Grove. I think there's just a lot riding on this. And a lot of it is secondary, other than hey, we just want to beat Oak Grove, So we're going to talk about that in just a minute. When we come back, we're going to talk to John Turner, John Larkin Turner, our left guard, here in just a minute, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about Oak Grove in just a little bit. Stay tuned.
There are 2 Big Mac burgers now? Never had a Big Mac.
If you're gonna try your first Big Mac, you gotta go with the original. Can't go wrong with the classics, right?
Nah. If you're gonna try something new, go with the new chicken Big Mac. It's got special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and 2 chicken patties
on a sesame seed bun.
Stop saying everything I'm saying. I'm not. Yes, you are. No, you are. No, you are.
So what will it be? The Big Mac or the Chicken Big Mac?
Yes.
The Chicken Big Mac. It's not a Big Mac. Get it while you can.
Welcome back to the Week 10 Coaches Show. I had a chance to talk to Coach Fitzhugh about the Faraday game. Great win for the Eagles. And then in a moment, we're going to talk with him about the upcoming Oak Grove match. And I know I don't know if y'all wore those on purpose for this week or wore them at the same time.
Every day.
Yeah, every day this week.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm here with number 64, John Turner, and he's got his brother, number 32, Jude Turner. You've seen them both on the field this year, doing a great job, especially on offense, but also rotating in on defense and special teams some. And so, a little bit different this year than what we've seen as a junior and a sophomore. You used to carry the ball, play that B-back, fullback position. Talk about the move to left guard this year and what you did. Well, first, what you did to prepare for that move.
I mean, it really wasn't that different. I was just planning on this summer kind of doing whatever the team needed. It was obviously going to work to be probably strive to be one of the better fullbacks come through OCS. But, I mean, kind of duty called. Coach Mo pulled me to the side and was like, look, well, you can play fullback and we can be a good team, or you could move to offensive line and we could possibly go win a state championship. And I was like, Coach, I want to go win a state championship. So it's been kind of all on from there. So
yeah, and you spent a lot of time preparing for that, both learning the position and also getting physically ready to play that position.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard to learn. I mean, at playing B-back like I did for so long, I mean, you kind of know what everybody's doing in every given circumstance. I mean, to me, B-back's probably one of the tougher positions to know how to do. Now, offensive line is tough physical-wise, but, I mean, with having that background, it helped me a lot moving into that position.
Yeah, and so and you kind of you got an injury earlier this year, huh? And now you get. Why don't you show the camera?
Yeah,
let me see. It's got a lightning bolt, and right here it says beat Oak Grove, and mean and nasty.
Got my O-line on here, my running backs, and then Luke, obviously.
All right, so I do want to talk about that because I mean, we're 9-0, and we couldn't be 9-0 without a prolific offense like we've had. And part of that offense is your brother, Jude, over here. He's got 18 touchdowns on the season. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I know. It's way more than I ever had.
It is. Let's see. I have it written down here. He's got 832 total yards and 18 touchdowns. Yeah. So that's all purpose. And a lot of that has to do with his ability to run the ball, break tackles. But, Jude, I want to ask you this. What's it like when you get up there and you see number 64 right there?
Man, it's a blessing being up there and running behind John, knowing that he would lay his life on the line for me, and being able to have John and Micah and all them communicate and being there, especially with Jackson and Bo, talking to each other, communicating, knowing what to do, and having Luke and Macon in the backfield. Man, they're smart, and I mean, it's a blessing. Yeah,
I love watching this offense. It seems like there's and this is just from what I see. It seems like that there's a chemistry or a bond between everybody that's on the field when you are playing offense. Am I seeing that correctly?
Oh, it is 100% definitely a very tight knit group. I mean, all of us are really close. A lot of us grew up together playing football. Like my class, we grew up playing football forever. I mean, that's also one thing that brings us together super close, but also we've worked with each other in different positions and standards. So we know how everybody's brain works. Like, I mean, it's definitely a chemistry type deal. And having him in the backfield, I don't even have to think. I mean, he's going to do what I do. I mean, it's kind of like that brotherly think together. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, we saw it a couple weeks ago against Mangum. The same play 3 times in a row where you pull around the side and he's right behind you, and think about at least 15 yards each time that happened. Finished it off with a touchdown. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I like running the ball and putting my hand on their back and feel what they do.
Yeah,
it's
you're
nice.
Like, hey, let's go, John. I'm here. I'm with you. All right, both of you guys. I do want to ask you this. You mentioned all the stuff, all the history with these guys that you're playing with, and I'm sure you two played a lot together growing up. Whenever y'all did anything, but it can't always be football. What do you guys like to do besides? I'll start with you, John. What do you like to do besides football?
I mean, in previous years I've run track, but I'm not going to be running track this year. I mean, I've run it strictly just to get faster for football, and football's kind of sadly coming to the end. I don't even want to talk about it.
No, we still got some games left, so it's okay. It's okay.
But, I mean, used to play soccer, but I don't think I'm going to do much of anything. I think me and Jude are actually both going to make a comeback and go play soccer just to kind of give me something else to do
I think that'd be cool.
before we work out. And then in the school year, I'm just going to go work.
Okay, so you're gonna start working next year. What is it? Agriculture?
Yeah, I'll be working with Dad on the farm.
Okay, all right. Well, that sounds great. What do you like to do, Jude? Besides play soccer?
Yeah, I mean, sports in general. I like, just going and competing and doing stuff. And also, I love working, being out there on the farm. That's always fun.
Well, very cool. All right, you mentioned what's going to happen after high school, so you're going to work in the agriculture business. I've talked to some people whose farms, and I don't know the connection or how it works, but you inspect their crops or you do something with their crops, and they said they love having you guys out there, not just because you're great football players or that you're just really nice, but you do a good job with the agricultural things. All right, we got Oak Grove this week.
I mean, it's obviously big.
It's big. It's big.
History poured into our family because, I mean, my dad he graduated in 98. He was part of the 97 class. So those stories of just beating Oak Grove for a district championship and then for a state. I mean, the history of that rivalry's kind of been poured into me and Jude since we played football when we were little bitty.
Yeah.
Our house is just up and down about this week.
I mean, the whole
awesome.
family.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. So y'all gonna wear this every day though? That's the message that I'm hearing loud and clear.
That will be.
Yeah. And then so after that, what are you hoping to? I mean, what's your goal for the year? I mean,
obviously, to achieve a state championship, that'd be wonderful. I mean, that's what every high school football player's dream is. I mean, we've achieved it once my sophomore year. There was a lot of guys that poured a lot of effort into that season. I mean, we saw the outcome. And, I mean, the guys, especially starter guys, I mean, they know what's ahead. They know what price you have to pay to get there. And, I mean, we're all in for it. Last year was a heartbreaker. Shouldn't have lost that game. But, I mean, that was just the Lord's will. And we're just going to carry on and do our own thing through the end of the year.
Use it as fuel.
Yes,
right? Sir. Yeah, and so, that's one thing is winning a state championship is not easy. It's one of the most difficult things that you can do in all of high school sports. And so wish you guys the best. Look forward to watching y'all the rest of this season. And hopefully we'll beat Oak Grove.
Yes, sir.
This Thursday. So thank you again. And thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back with Coach Fitzhugh here in just a minute.
There are 2 Big Mac burgers now? Never had a Big Mac.
If you're gonna try your first Big Mac, you gotta go with the original. Can't go wrong with the classics, right?
Nah. If you're gonna try something new, go with the new chicken Big Mac. It's got special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and 2 chicken patties
on a sesame seed bun.
Stop saying everything I'm saying. I'm not. Yes, you are. No, you are. No, you are.
So what will it be? The Big Mac or the chicken Big Mac?
Yes.
The chicken Big Mac. It's not a Big Mac. Get it while you can.
Welcome back, Eagle fans. We're going to talk about the upcoming Oak Grove game. Again, want to thank McDonald's. Want to thank our seniors this season. We've talked to all of our senior football players. We're going to try to get our senior managers on here in the next week or two going into the playoffs. But I think everybody's kind of wanting to hear what's going to happen this Thursday when we play the Oak Grove Tigers. And Coach, I'm excited about it. I've seen the shirts. I've been there for the last several years when we've played this game, and I can honestly say maybe I'm the lucky charm. We're 3-0 in the last 3 years against Oak Grove, and nobody outside of Oak Grove probably knows this team better than probably you, Coach. So tell us about this team a little bit that we're going to see on Thursday.
I mean, they got a great ball team. They're 8-1. Their only loss is to Calvary in week 1. It's a unique situation that we have never played each other in week 10. I mean, we have had a great rivalry through the years. They do a great job. Coach Gregory, their staff over there, much respect for them, their program. And we've always played each other. Even if we're not in district, we try to get things matched up in a non-district game. And so sometimes it's early in the season when we play. But we've never played week 10. And so, again, that provides a lot of excitement. But, again, just a great rivalry there through the years. They got another talented team this year. They're, a line-up smash-mouth football team that's going to play solid defense. But these past several years, they've been able to throw the ball around a lot, too, with Jackson Bradley back there at quarterback. Of course, he's a Louisiana Tech commit. JT Layton is a big target for them at tight end. He's committed to Central Arkansas, and just a big body that, they use him all over the field. They'll line him up in the backfield and give him the ball. They'll throw it to him, run behind him, and like I say, they use him a lot of different ways. And then got Jay Freeman will be back, and he's playing well for them this year as their tailback. Brody Stewart's another receiver that they have that does solid things on offense. So they're that balanced attack offensively. And then defensively, again, they're going to play that stingy defense. And, got a big defensive line. Isaiah Joles was an all-state player last year, number 78 for them. Good set of linebackers that, Seth Ray is one that wears that number 31 jersey that's kind of been their pride. That's a jersey for them that they put that on the stud through the years. And then just solid guys in the secondary. So a solid team that again, it's a great rivalry. And it just so happens that this year we both have great records playing for the district championship. But it's one that you can go back through the years and throw out the records during this game. It's a rivalry game. And, we got the Beat Oak Grove shirts wearing around. They got the OCS, Buster shirts, slash through, sell donuts that say Beat OCS. And, so it's no secret. It's a great friendly rivalry that we're going to get on the field and try to beat the pulp out of each other. And it's like I say, it's a fun rivalry that both schools get up for. And again, lots of history there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a healthy rivalry. It's they're going to travel well. They're going to bring a large crowd to Eagle Stadium on Thursday night, and of course, I look forward to seeing that. I think about some of the recent games. I remember one, the game in 2020, and I remember that because I caught COVID while I was in their broadcast booth. I think Chad Strickland had a huge game that game, and then. I think about the rain game where we had the rain delay that was here, and it was close. And Landon Graves was the quarterback; he had a phenomenal game that game. So always exciting. And you mentioned it is a rivalry game, but here's the other thing: it is a district championship matchup. And here's the other thing: it means a lot for both teams when it comes to power ratings. Now, the Tigers are going to make the playoffs, and they're going to make a playoff run. Eagles are going to make the playoffs, make a playoff run. So I think more important than power ratings, more important than a district championship, although those things are great, is beating Oak Grove this week. I think that's at the top of the list. And so what type of message are you sending to your guys this week, about preparation mentally?
It comes down to, regardless, that's what we tell them every week, regardless of who we play, it comes down to the fundamentals of football. I mean, we've got to block. We've got to tackle. We got to catch the football, and just do your job. It's a puzzle piece on offense and on defense. You got 11 guys, and each one has a different job to do in a specific way, and you have to do your job, not somebody else's. And so, it's again, big rival game. But bottom line, when you get between the lines, it's going to come down to which team does things right the most. And so, that's the message that we send to our guys is play with passion, play with intensity, enthusiasm, but you got to do things right. And again, that's what we've preached to them from day one is let's do all the little things right. let's get better from week 1 to week 2, week 2 to week 3, and so on and so on. And let's be playing our best football game when week 10 hits, and then for the playoffs, let's continue to get better each and every week. So that's what it comes down to. Like I say, the excitement, the rivalry, the media and everybody, they're going to build that up the most. But when it comes down to it, the game between the lines, which team does things right the most.
Okay, so last thing, let's play a game of what if. Okay, what impact is this going to have on our power ratings? What if we win the game? What if we're unable to win the game? Where does that put us moving forward?
Well, obviously a win. Each team, us and Oak Grove, has a lot of wins on the season, and the team that loses this game will get 9 power points for the opponent's win. The team that wins this game will get 18, power points, for this game. And so, there's a significant difference there. Obviously, 18 is a lot better than 9. That will help you as far as just moving up little notches, home playoff games, a little bit later in the playoffs, things such as that. So, that's some of the things that will be affected is being able to jump up in power ratings just a little bit more, because it comes down to, again, opponent wins and things such as that. Each week, all those things add up. But obviously, the biggest impact on the power rating is you get 10 points for the win. You're going to get credit for your opponent's wins as well. But that 10 points for winning the game, that's a big boost in power ratings.
And it could possibly mean a bye week going into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that would be that'd be great to have a bye week. So, Coach, I wish you all the best. And we've done 10 of these this year so far, and I know we got a couple more, Lord willing, that we'll have hopefully all the way to New Orleans. But we take care of business this Thursday and kind of see where it plays out. And hey, you got to beat the team that you're matched up against, no matter where you sit.
That's it. Playoffs, start, everybody's 0-0, and it's a new season. But yeah, I appreciate you each week. You and Heath, y'all taking the time to do this. I don't think we've done this in any other years like this live. So y'all do a great job. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you. Appreciate the time. I know it has been a different week because of a Thursday game, and I think really the only adjustment that you made, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, is you just practiced on Sunday, right? You just moved your Monday practice to Sunday, moved everything a day up. Right.
Practice Sunday afternoon, and then being out of school on Tuesday. We practiced Tuesday morning, and just normal week. Just bumped everything up. So
we're going to be prepared. That's what you're saying.
Friday gets here one day early this week.
That's right. Well, again, thank you. And I look forward to this Thursday night. Look forward to seeing what's going to happen, in the near future. So again, want to thank McDonald's for sponsoring our weekly coaches show. And until next week, when we come back with the results of the Oak Grove at OCS matchup, and then look forward to the playoffs. Thanks for tuning in.
Again, you can watch the game on YouTube. It's really not that difficult. You can watch it on your computer, your smartphone, your television, or if you just want to listen, you can still tune in to the Wolf 92.3. Utilize the MixLR app. I mean, in any case, you got tons of options and no shortage of access to Ouachita Christian Eagle football. Great to be home at Fitzhugh Field, Eagle Stadium, and the great accommodations here at Eagle Stadium. And we want to send a special thanks out to Kim Stinson and the administration here at Ouachita Christian for giving us a great place. Kim and her team do such a great job up here. And, here we are. It's week 10. And, it's a great night for football, and hopefully it's going to be a great night for the Ouachita Christian Eagles.
Oh, man, you really downplayed that. I'm just going to say there is so much on the line here tonight. I mean, there's a lot going on with this football game.
Well, it's Oak Grove week.
It's Oak Grove week. It's district championship week, undefeated season week. These seniors have a chance to go 4-0.
Yeah.
The first group of seniors to do that in OCS history. So there's a lot going on, and I appreciate your calm demeanor, but I don't know if I can join you down there.
Well, I got to tell you this. All right, so it's Oak Grove week.
It's
right.
It's Oak
okay,
Grove.
So when it's Oak Grove week,
this is the Fridiest feeling Thursday that I've ever.
Because it's Oak Grove
It is
week.
Oak Grove week.
All right, so here's the thing. Oak Grove, if you haven't picked up on it, it's a pretty special game here at Ouachita Christian School, and I know we have a ton of alumni that tune into our games and that love to listen. And we got a chance right now to and we got Dr. Saul Graves up here with us tonight,
Oh,
right?
man, what a treat!
I know.
Yeah.
You know why he's up here? Okay, he's
Are your leg hurting?
No, he's an orthopedic surgeon. We know that, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we know that all the things that he does at the orthopedic clinic and what they're doing over in Ruston now and in Monroe. All right, so we know that, and that's good. Mm-hmm. Right, and he's a board member, so we like that too. That's good for us, right? Okay, but and I played quarterback at LSU, so he's a football guy. Oh, and by the way, he used to broadcast the games with me.
He did.
Having said that, why is he up here tonight?
He knows how to beat Oak Grove, I think.
Whoa, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, bingo. All right, very successful against the Oak Grove Tigers. I played in a game with him one night over in Oak Grove, and it was one of the biggest. I can't even tell you how hyped up and how pumped up we were to have an opportunity to get out there and get after Oak Grove, a chance to get in the playoffs, really get after them, and they clobbered us. I don't remember what the score was, but it wasn't great. But, with having said that, it's Oak Grove week.
Yep.
And we get a chance to catch up with Dr. Saul Graves. And, Saul, it's Oak Grove week.
Is it really? Man, what a big game! I tell you, it's brings back a lot of memories. I know for me and you. I will say I didn't play in that game. We got clobbered. I had a broken arm and was out for that game. So
well, that's probably why we got beat, right? I mean. Well, having said that, though, I mean, the next year, when was the first year we beat Oak Grove? That's what I was trying to tap
1983.
into.
83, yep, 29-14.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
All right, now I'm assuming you did play quarterback in that game.
I did, and really, and of course, in those days, we'd only been playing varsity football, for about 5 years, and we were not very good. We had not been very good until then, and so you couldn't say it was a rivalry back then because they did nothing but kill us, as you mentioned, and so, but for us, it was the game because we had never beaten anybody of any consequence at this school. And I will say this, that 1983 game that we beat Oak Grove, one of the best pregame speeches I've ever heard, high school or college, by Coach Adrian Hickman. And it really put us on the map as a school. And I think Vic Dalrymple would even tell you to this day that it was one of the most disappointing losses that he had at Oak Grove. I think that team may have not even made the playoffs that year because of that defeat to Ouachita Christian. It didn't happen very much. It may have been the only time in Vic Dalrymple's career that they didn't make the playoffs. So, big game. It was a big game for me personally because I was a basketball player to that point and thought that that's what I was going to do in college, and had a really good game that night thanks to Jason Howard. And, it was from that point on that I realized, hey, I might be able to play this even after high school.
Beat Oak Grove. That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. And Oak Grove, as Saul mentioned, I mean, they pretty much have been a dominant force and always a quality opponent. One thing too, Saul, I'll tell you, it is a bitter rivalry, and I think the bitterness in a lot of it, at least for me, comes from the fact that I don't know how many times, total you played Oak Grove, probably 4 years, right? Maybe, or did y'all take a break from them a year?
We did not play in my senior year because they moved out of our district that year. But the game you mentioned where we got beat badly, that was my freshman year, and then we beat them my sophomore year, and we beat them my junior year.
The thing about Oak Grove is no matter which team or which time I've seen the Oak Grove Tigers, what they're going to do is they're going to bring a well-disciplined, well-coached group of young men wherever we played them. Sometimes we played them in the Superdome. Sometimes we played them here. Sometimes we played them up at Oak Grove. But every time we play them, they're going to bring a quality football team to the field. And I don't think it's going to be any different tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it just permeates their whole program. And you could say the same thing for OCS. I mean, they know how to win. They expect to win. You know, they grow up in that system from the time they're kids, just like the kids here playing ball when they're young, grow up in this system. And so that's all they care about in Oak Grove is football on Friday night. And it's one of the most important things during this time of year. And that whole town shuts down, and that whole town may be here tonight if we've got room for them. And you know, they've had great success under Ryan Gregory, who's kind of, a former player there who had great success while he was playing. And that's the thing about these games. It's not David and Goliath anymore like it used to be back when we were playing. And that's what it felt like. Now it's two sort of equally matched teams that are going to have a fist fight because they both are physical teams and both are going to be well coached.
Well, you know what, Saul? You and I had a chance to play against the Oak Grove Tigers. And there's another guy that's down on the field right now with the Marion State Bank Sideline report that played against the Oak Grove Tigers, and that is none other than Mike Gray. Mike, what's up?
Well, rehashing that 83 game and that Adrian Hickman speech before the game, I don't think anybody would have beat us that night. I was Saul's left tackle, backside tackle for the 2 years. I was a junior that year, and it was the first time we'd ever beat somebody. And I agree in the fact that I think it's what put OCS on the map and began what we have today, a quality program, quality people, and I think it's what started the whole thing.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank Sideline report. We'll have a chance to go down and visit with Mike a little more as we get going. As both teams out on the field right now, Oak Grove makes their way to Monroe tonight. They're wearing black pants, white jerseys with black numbers. And I don't think, Daniel, you're going to get more of a basic uniform than what Oak Grove brings to the table. They bring black and white, and sometimes they bring all black. But black helmets.
No green.
No green.
No green.
No green, as the Eagles are going to supply the green. Green pants, green jerseys with gold trim, and, of course, the traditional Ouachita Christian gold helmet. Both teams out on the field as they get ready to get things started. We're about 20 minutes away from getting tonight's contest underway. All right, Saul, here's the thing. I know, and it's probably been a rare exception this year, but I think you make and have made almost every game, maybe every game that the Eagles have played so far tonight. I know you follow enough high school football in this area to know enough to answer this question. What do you think it's going to take Ouachita Christian to be successful tonight and try to come away with a district championship and a victory over the Oak Grove Tigers?
Well, I think it's going to take the same thing that's taken every time that these two teams have played, and the first thing is turnovers. You can't turn the ball over, and it plays such a. Well, anytime there's a big game and with two equally matched teams, it just plays a huge role. And I think the team that's the most physical team up front has won this game every year. And that's something that we've done the last few years that we've beat them, is that we've just been the more physical team. And that was apparent last year over there at Oak Grove. And then lastly, somebody's got to make some plays. You got to have a person step up and make big plays. If I remember right, I think Tate Hamby had a big special teams play last year, maybe been an interception. I can't remember. I just remember him running down the field on a big play like he did so often.
Referred to as a backbreaker.
Yes, that's right.
For the Tigers.
And I think, this team is for OCS is so different than some in the past, is that we run the ball so much more physically this year than we've had in the past. And it really shocks me because after what I saw in the scrimmage, I just thought our offensive line would be nowhere near what they are today. And Tim Moe, who I played with as well, and who told me back in the Jamboree, he said, I think this offensive line has a chance to be as good offensive line as we had. And I just kind of laughed at him like, I don't think you really know what you're talking about. But I'm telling you, David and Daniel, I just really think they're playing at a level that some of the best offensive lines we've had out here have played, and I think that's where it starts is up there on those offensive line. Those guys are led by Tim Moe's son, Mike. I mean, Tim Moe was a great offensive lineman. His older son was a great offensive lineman, but none of them played with the attitude that kid plays with. And he's kind of become the leader up front along with John Turner. And man, looking forward to a great game.
All right, so we've heard from Saul. We've heard from Mike. So now let's hear from the head football coach here at Ouachita Christian, Stephen Fitzhugh, as we go down to Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank Sideline Report.
Well, Coach, I know you have been around the Oak Grove OCS rivalry for 3 decades, and it's that time of year. How are we feeling?
It's exciting. It's great. I mean, I don't know if we've played them in recent years in such a late game in the season. It has a lot riding on it. And so, again, for this to come down, Week 10, District Championship, OCS Oak Grove, I mean, I tell you, it doesn't get any better than this. This is exciting.
This is almost a playoff atmosphere tonight.
It is. It's going to be packed on both sides and a lot of energy. And, again, 2 ball teams that duking it out. They're on an 8-game winning streak. We're on a 9-game. And again, winner takes all tonight.
Well, how do we feel like our offensive line is gelled? I mean, we play Oak Grove. They're 300 pounds. We're not. Do we feel comfortable with that situation?
We do. I mean, Mangum had a huge defensive line. Their 3 guys up front, they were 260 to 290, and they had big guys. And so, again, our offensive line, those guys have really gelled together well this year. Very proud of them. And, yeah, I mean, that's where it starts up front. But I feel like those guys, they're in sync with each other. They're all playing well, have a good understanding of things. So, yeah, we're excited about it.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, David, that's something I've noticed over my 42 years or whatever, 43 years with, we don't usually match up size-wise with some of these opposing teams, but we always seem to do well. And I think it goes back to the coaching. I think it goes back to discipline and technique, being in shape. There's so much more to it than just being 300 pounds. So I'm looking forward to it tonight.
Absolutely, Mike. Thanks so much. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank Sideline Report. Daniel, I got to tell you, Saul, what a privilege to have you up here with us tonight, man. Miss you up here sometimes, and
thanks, Doc.
it's great for you to come in, and we just want to thank you for taking a few minutes to come up here and get us prepped for this game tonight.
Hey, I mean, he might be getting the fever back to get on the horn,
Well, you never know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you guys do a great job. You don't need me back up here. In fact, when I'm not here at these games, being able to watch you on the live stream, and I was a little disappointed at the beginning of the year because you couldn't get Mike Gray going up on the microphone.
We were too.
In fact, I sent David a text, and I wasn't going to watch anymore if Mike didn't get back on
I told
there.
Mike, I'm like, he's got a very vocal fan base.
Yes.
I mean, they're all just, Mike Gray. Where's Mike Gray? I want Mike Gray. So, yeah, thank you. We got Mike squared away, and we're ready to go. But thanks a lot, Saul.
guys, good job.
And yes, sir, thanks. Good luck, too. And so, one of the things is as both of these teams, the Eagles have completed their pregame, as the Tigers get ready, looks like, to wrap theirs up. We're about 16 minutes away from getting tonight's contest underway. We are going to take our first break from Fitzhugh Field at Eagle Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. And we want to welcome you to come back and join us for more of tonight's pregame. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
Why wait? Start smiling today.
And now back to the Farm Bureau broadcast booth.
Well, thanks so much, Coach Fitzhugh. Welcoming everybody back into the Farm Bureau broadcast booth, brought to you by Agent Chris Thomas. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight for tonight's contest between the Ouachita Christian Eagles and the Oak Grove Tigers. District championship on the line. About 14 minutes away from getting tonight's contest underway. And Daniel, Saul's touched on it. Mike's touched on it. This is one of the old ones, man. This is one of the ones that you put an asterisk by on the schedule. It's Oak Grove week.
It is Oak Grove week, and I don't know. I was thinking about this. That was the '83 game was 41 years ago. Just so you know, I wasn't here for it. I've watched some film on some of those games throughout history. I look at the history of the matchups here, and there was a time from 1998 to 2009, Oak Grove beat us 8 times in a row. So they went on a run there. But just in recent memory, I think about the games.
Well, they call that in baseball a heater.
That is. Yeah, you're burning it up there. I just think about, a couple years ago, Brandon McQuillan and I went fishing. We were going to miss the Oak Grove game. Hunter Herring was out with the injury, and this freshman kid named Landon Graves was going to play quarterback, and it was just like, what are we doing? We got a freshman playing quarterback well.
It's Oak Grove.
It is Oak Grove, and Landon Graves comes out, has a phenomenal game. Think about the game where we caught COVID over at in the Oak Grove broadcast booth.
No. Allegedly. We don't know. We don't know.
Well, at least one of us did, because one of us may have had it going in. But, and then think about the rain game where we had to delay, and, we had about a 2-hour delay or so, 2.5-hour delay, and we came out and just were on fire that night. And so really just it's almost a classic game every time we match up, and I expect the same tonight.
Well, it is one of the longest rivalry games in the history of Ouachita Christian, and Mike touched on it, Saul touched on it, and then you had to touch on the fact that it happened 40 years ago, which is just to say that it's been going on so long that all of us actually played in it.
Yep.
The Eagles trail in the series. It's a 33-game series with these two teams, with 13 wins against 21 losses. So the Eagles can win tonight. We're still going to trail in that series dating back to 1979. I can only speak for myself, but I think you heard it from Saul. I think you've heard it from Mike. I think we're going to hear it from I think we're going to have a really neat special guest for us tonight at halftime that's going to say the same thing. I know the coaches and players, I say speak for myself, but I think these coaches and players are going to have both of these football teams ready to play at their pinnacle tonight.
Yeah, no question. You don't win state championships at the clip that a program like Oak Grove has without having excellent coaching, preparation, kind of an off-season program, and it goes the same for the Eagles here. It has to be ingrained in your program if you want to be a consistently successful football team. And both these teams have a good formula for that.
The head coach for the Ouachita Christian Eagles is in his 27th season, Coach Stephen Fitzhugh. Coach Fitzhugh's career record with Ouachita Christian tonight is 260 wins against 80 losses. The head coach for the Oak Grove Tigers in his 11th season is Ryan Gregory. Coach Gregory with a career record of 113 wins against 32 losses. The Eagles enter tonight's contest 9-0 overall. Really solid victory last week over the Faraday Trojans over at Faraday. The Tigers come in at 8-1 with a real nice win over Madison Parish last week. The Tigers' only blemish on their schedule, a season, maybe the first game of the season, Daniel, with a loss to Calvary earlier.
Week 1, yeah.
But Coach Fitzhugh said it during the coaches show with you, which I do again want to tell you what a great job. But Coach said this is one of those ones where you throw the records out, and I believe that. I don't think that because Oak Grove lost to Calvary and we beat Calvary, or they barely were able to get by the Mangum Dragons and we clobbered Mangum pretty good. I don't think that matters at all. Not tonight. It's all about matchups and matchups that weren't the same at Mangum that'll be different tonight. But it is one of those games where, you do throw the records out, and it's been that way since we started playing this game.
Yeah, Yeah, none of that really matters. And, I'm going to be honest, a district championship really doesn't matter. There was a time when you got kind of a little bonus for that, a point added to your power rating total, but that's out the window. So it makes for a nice banner that you can hang up somewhere, and that's about it. And that's all that is. At best, it's secondary, just to winning a rivalry game. I think there are some things that are more important than the district championship. Where it puts you being Week 10. Coach Fitch, you also said we've never played Oak Grove in Week 10. Out of all, 33 game series, never played them in Week 10. It seems like in recent history, it's always been early in the season. But now we get them in Week 10, and it just has a huge impact on what happens in the coming weeks.
Eagles are currently ranked number 5 in the state, according to the Class 2A Louisiana Sports Writers Association poll. The Tigers come in at number 4, according to the same poll. Number 5 versus number 4 in 2A. Both teams 6-0 in district play. Tonight represents an opportunity for one of these teams to be the district champion. It's not as important it was in days gone by, Daniel. As you alluded to it, it's really nothing more than a trophy. I think these guys could be playing each other for a box of Cracker Jacks tonight.
Yeah, leftovers.
Hey, I can tell you this is going to be one heck of a football game, and we're blessed to be here tonight. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray as we get ready to try and get the conditions for tonight's game. Mike, you've been down there on the field. How we doing on football weather?
Well, it's dry. It's a little slight breeze and 69 degrees or so. I came down here where the team runs through. I wanted to feel a little bit of that passion that I hope we have tonight.
Mike, I don't think there's any doubt both these football teams are ready to play football tonight, and I think we're in for a special treat. Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank Sideline Report. For everybody that's tuned in on the live stream, you can see it. For everybody that's listening to us on the Wolf, Eagles are wearing green tonight. The home team, green pants, green jerseys with gold trim, and the Eagle gold helmet. The Tigers come over in the traveling whites, black pants, white jerseys with black numbers, and black helmets. Eagles make their way onto the field. Oak Grove's got a good-looking crowd on the far side of the field tonight.
Yeah, they're packed out over there.
A lot of folks making the trip to support their Tigers. And I guarantee you, if we had made the trip up to Oak Grove tonight, we'd be bringing it for you Eagle fans as well. Tigers with a nice roster too, Daniel. As you look across the field, they've got a fair number of young men on their roster that are making the trip and available for action tonight. As we get ready to go down to the field, it looks like the officials are at midfield, bringing the captains onto the field. Who we got as captains tonight?
Captains are going to be number 7, senior Cooper Russell, number 5, Endon Melton, number 6, Eli Red, and number 64, John Larkin Turner.
Let's go down to the midfield, check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank Sideline Report for tonight's coin toss.
Shaking hands, fixing to get it going.
Hey, want to wish good luck to both teams tonight. Congratulations on the season you've had so far, okay? Green, we want you talking to green. White talking to white, okay? If y'all have any questions about anything, you're the captains. You're the leaders of your team, and that's what we're expecting you to be, okay? Be that leader that steps up for your team and takes care of your team, okay? Here's a coin. There's a head. The greatest coach in NCAA football history is the head. That is the tail. Okay, what's your call? Heads. Heads is the call.
Tails never fails.
Tails.
That never fails.
All right, we won the toss. It was tails, and we're going to defer to the second half. So we're going to be on defense.
All right, thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank Sideline Report. Tonight's coin toss as the Eagles have won the coin toss and deferred and will receive the ball in the second half. Oak Grove is going to receive to get things started. The Eagles will start this one off tonight on defense. Got about 5 minutes away from getting tonight's contest underway. We're going to take a break as we have the invocation and national anthem. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Dreher Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreher Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a lot of asphalt, surface treatments, hot mix, parking lots, driveways, asphalt maintenance.
their cadre of coaches and trainers. And we have 2 teams of young men who've worked hard and trained for this. Bless them. We pray for fairness from our officials, sensibility from the fans, appreciation for all the sport groups, sportsmanship and safety for the players, and a good time for all. And as we make memories here tonight, we praise you above all. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Brought to you by Agent Chris Thomas. Eagle Stadium, Fitzhugh Field. The Ouachita Christian Eagles and the Oak Grove Tigers are getting ready to play some football. Eagles won the coin toss, deferred. They'll get it in the second half. One of the first things that jumps out to me, Daniel, is seeing number 18 at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's good to see. That's going to be a huge part of tonight's game, too. Gavin was out last week. Good to see him healthy. Field position can play a big part in this, and Gavin's done a great job all season. It takes it's pretty tough for an offense to drive at the length of the field on this defense, and those touchbacks that Gavin provides for us really make it hard for those opposing offenses.
Handling the kicking chores for the Eagles, number 18, Gavin Polk. Deep for the Tigers is number 2, Jay Freeman. Freeman will stand at his 5-yard line as we get ready to get this contest underway. Playing for the district championship. Polk approaches it at the 40, gets his leg into it, and this one is going to travel a long ways. It's going to go into the end zone, and the Tigers will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Nice to have Gavin back. Great job last week, though, by Voyan, Daniel, as Cam stepped in and did a really nice job of neutralizing as best he could the return game of the Faraday Trojans. You and I both aware Faraday had some special guys, as do the Tigers in Freeman. Dangerous return men. Oak Grove comes to the line. They're going to be led by Bradley. Jackson Bradley, at least a 2-year starter for the Tigers, maybe 3. They keep this one on the ground. It's going to be early. It's going to be Freeman, the return man. He's going to pick up a huge chunk of yardage right up the middle of the field as the Eagles out of position on that one. Not really a series of missed tackles, but a gain of 25, Daniel. The Eagles just not ready for that one. Out of position.
Nice jump cut by Freeman at the line of scrimmage to open up some space, and then he put his foot on the gas and got downfield pretty quickly.
First down and 10 for Oak Grove, now at their own 45-yard line. Bradley in the shotgun. Bradley's going to keep this one himself, and he's going to run into a bunch of guys wearing green. Great job that time up front by the Eagles. Shaw back there early, Daniel, unable to corral him, but did just enough to hold him up to get some friends involved. Gain of 2 yards on the play, brings up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Stacey Shaw with the nice tackle. He's going to play a big role in slowing down this Oak Grove offense on the ground tonight.
2nd down and 8. The Tigers send 2 receivers, wide to the left, 1 right. Bradley in the shotgun, a man in motion across the formation. Bradley looks to throw his first pass of the night. He's got a man. It's going to be complete to number 18, Bryson Reeves. And Reeves is going to have enough for another Tiger first down as Oak Grove wasting little time. Actually, keeping things moving on their own tonight.
Just a hitch route. He sat down on. Nice throw by Bradley to move the ball. To move the sticks on 10-yard gain.
First down and 10, Oak Grove. Eagle territory at the Eagle 45. 10 minutes and 36 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, no score. Bradley in the shotgun, 2 receivers wide to the right. He again calls his own number, and again, he's going to get hit at, well, it'll be a minimal gain. Now, Donnie will give him 3. Looking at the spot, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Biggest play of this drive right now, a 24-yard run by Freeman. Right up the middle of the field. He's got him in Eagle territory. A couple of Bradley runs and a nice throw so far on this drive. Jackson Bradley's going to go under center. First time tonight. 2 receivers left. Sends a man in motion. They're going to give it to the man in motion on a speed sweep. Had an Eagle in position. Now we got a late flag. Could possibly be holding, could possibly be a face mask.
Yeah, it came from the back judge over there. He threw it a long way. Let's see here.
Trying to get to the edge that time. Sometimes you do see holding, but it's be interesting to see. Looks like the Tigers are moving back. It is going to be a holding call, and that's going to be a big penalty against Oak Grove.
Yeah, I just looked back at the replay. It was trying to find it. It looked like it was number 40 from the receiver position holding the safety.
Well, you always like to see a holding call if the Eagles are on defense, but it's also even nicer to know that the flag was thrown and it needed to be.
Yeah, early success running the ball, but it's hard to continue that if you get behind the sticks, and so the Tigers have their first penalty of the evening.
4 wide receivers.
Look how big that slot receiver is at tight end.
2nd down and 15. Bradley looks to throw it. Feeling some pressure, steps into this one, puts some air under. It's got a receiver down there. It's going to be caught. That's going to be a touchdown for Oak Grove. Eagles secondary continues their struggles. As that one's going to go over the head that time. Number 4, Connor Robinson. Touchdown covers 50 yards, and Oak Grove takes the lead.
The Tigers came out and executed really well on this first down. On this first possession. Able to put 6 points on the board pretty quickly.
Looks like the kicker for Oak Grove is number 42, Brian Chavez. Good snap from center. Kicks up. And it crawls across the crossbar. It's going to be good as Oak Grove will take now an early 7-0 lead. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray at Marion State Bank. Sideline report. Well, I tell you, Mike, I don't think that's the way we wanted to get this one started.
No. They're a more passing team than they used to be. It used to be 3 passes a game. And they're pretty balanced now, and it showed on that one. We're playing man-to-man on defense. That was a tall kid. Connor's not very tall. That might be trouble if we don't put a safety deep tonight.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Oak Grove gets the ball to start the game, and the Tigers answer with a touchdown and a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Oak Grove does here on special teams. You've got Jude Turner back deep. He's going to be sitting up around the 15-yard line. I don't think they want to kick it to him. But, it's something they practiced this week. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if they try some type of pooch kick or maybe even an onside kick right here.
Chavez will tee it up at the 40. Jude Turner deep for the Eagles. It's going to be a high kick. This one's going to go really, it's going to be very returnable for Jude. Jude catches it at the 20. Now he's across the 30. Keeps his legs churning. Going to be dropped at the 30-yard line. Forward progress probably out to about the 32, 33-yard line, where the Eagles will start their first drive of the night. Gain of 15 yards on the return. And the Eagles
first down and 10 Eagles from their own 33-yard line.
will take the field on offense. First time tonight. Opening drive for Ouachita Christian. They trail in this contest right now, 7-0. Number 19, Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. Macon Leonard, the tailback. Two receivers, or one receiver left, three to the right. Vadrine in the gun, sends a man in motion. That's Turner. High snap from center, handled. Macon Leonard's got running room. Macon Leonard still on his feet. He's across the 50 and into Tiger territory as this Eagle offense. Wow. Two electrifying runs from both teams to start the game. A gain of 25 for the Tigers, a gain of 22 for the Eagles.
Yeah, nice run by Macon, but a nice job also. Again, this offensive line, it was talked about a lot before the game, throughout the week. Great job opening up a hole for Macon right there, and he hits it with tenacity. And
former Eagle teammate of mine said that was a hole you could have driven a Mercedes through, right?
Yes, with the trailer.
And great job that time by that Eagle offensive line. Leonard, nice run. Three receivers split wide to the right, one to the left. Eagles traveling from right to left on your radio dial. Turner in motion. Good snap this time. Gives it to Leonard. Has to cut this one up. And he's going to pick up a yard. That time the Tigers do a good job of setting or sealing the edge on the far side of the field. Macon unable to bounce that out and cuts it back inside, trying to find a crease, and it just wasn't there. Gain of 1, second down and 9 for the Eagles. 8 minutes and 11 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Oak Grove leads the game 7-0. Eagles opening possession. Tiger territory at the Oak Grove 44. Vadrine in the shotgun. Two receivers to his right, two to his left. Leonard joins him. Luke looks to throw. Puts some air under. Got a receiver that's caught, and Turpin's going to have a first down. Well-thrown football that time from Luke, Daniel. Put a little zip on that one. Patrick does a great job of hauling it in. Needed 9, picked up 11, and that's going to be a community pharmacy first down for Ouachita Christian. They put this football at the Oak Grove 33-yard line. Opening drive of the night for Ouachita Christian. Vadrine in the shotgun. Two receivers left, one right. Leonard, the running back. Good snap from center. Luke's going to keep this one himself, and he's not going to make it back to the line. Actually going to lose a yard. And that was not Macon Leonard. That was actually Jude Turner. Now the Eagles are going to be behind the sticks. Second down and 11. Not sure if they were trying to maybe catch the backside of that Oak Grove defensive line napping. But if they were, they weren't. One receiver split wide to Luke's right. Two to his left. Second down and 11 at the Tiger 34. Vadrine in the gun. Turner joins him in the gun. High snap handled. Jude keeps this one on the ground. Jude's got some running room, and the Tigers are going to seal him up. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It's going to set up a big third down here for Ouachita Christian.
Yeah, number 31 for the Oak Grove Tigers, Seth Ray. Player to keep your eyes on. He's a good player. He kind of plays that linebacker, middle linebacker position. Really nice tackle on Jude there. You don't see that very much, a one-on-one situation where Jude gets tackled.
Third down and 7, maybe 6. Ball at the Tiger 30. Vadrine in the shotgun, two receivers to his left, one to his right. Turner with him in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Luke's feeling immediate pressure. He's going to be hit. He's going to lose the football. The Eagles are going to be fortunate enough to fall on him. Luke took a big shot that time. Separated from the football, and Oak Grove's going to recover.
No, we fell on it.
Actually, you're right. We did.
Yeah.
So the Eagles will at least have an opportunity to punt the football.
Yeah, number 11, Cade Helmer, comes off the edge and just gets around our left tackle, Jackson Mann, able to get his hands on Luke pretty quickly right there.
Momentum is a dangerous thing in high school football, and right now the Oak Grove Tigers have it. Big sack on Luke that time. Gavin Polk can punt the football, though, and he's going to. Gets a nice one off here. That's going to travel inside the 20. He's going to check up, though. That's all right.
Yep.
Going to flop the field. And Oak Grove is going to start their second drive of the night inside their own 20-yard line. Punt covers 27 yards. Don't really think Gavin was trying to get too much into that one. First down and 10 for Oak Grove. Their first drive of the night resulted in a Tiger touchdown. Eagles' first drive of the night results in a punt. First down and 10 for Jackson Bradley and the Tigers. Jay Freeman will join him in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Freeman. He sprung the first one. He didn't spring the second one.
No, that was the same play.
May have gotten back to the line. Donnie will give him 2 yards. So it's going to bring up second down and 8 for Oak Grove.
Yeah, good job by the Eagles defense. A slight adjustment. Exact same play that they ran on the first play of the game. And they hold them to a 2-yard gain right there.
Second down and 8 for Oak Grove. Their own 20-yard line. 4:24 left to play here in the first quarter. Oak Grove 7, Ouachita Christian 0. Bradley in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Again, they keep this one on the ground. And
nice
again, the
tackle.
Eagle defense does a great job.
Yeah, it was Cooper Russell with a really nice tackle from the middle linebacker position.
Cooper Russell can play football.
Oh, my goodness.
Gain of 1 yard on the play, so a big third down play here for Oak Grove at their own 21-yard line. Bradley's done a pretty decent job of throwing the football so far tonight.
Now you expect him to put the ball in the air right here. Could be like a screen or something, but, man, our secondary is going to have to be on their toes right here, Dave.
Third down and 7. Bradley in the shotgun, sends a man in motion across the formation. Bradley looks to throw, and he's going to have it complete, but he's going to be short of the first down. He's going to set up a big play here for Oak Grove. I have to think the Tigers may be going for this one.
Yeah, Patrick Turpin's in the game at cornerback. Really good coverage right there. Keeps the receiver in front of him on a slant route. Steps up, makes the tackle. But, yeah, like you said, 4th and short right here.
Tigers are begging to go for it, and that's what they're going to do.
Yep.
I have to tell you, if it was me, I would suspect that Mr. Bradley's going to keep this one himself.
Yeah, it's very
especially
possible.
going under center.
All right, we got a heavy front coming in. Hard
Trying
count.
to draw the Eagles off.
What?
This time they go for it, and Bradley.
Oh!
Bradley's going to have a
good
first
tackle,
down.
but he got enough. Man. Aiden Eldridge comes up and lays a lick on him, but
Not before he picked
up the first down. Yep.
Looked like he needed about a foot. Donnie said he picked up 4 yards, so it's going to be first down and 10 Oak Grove at their own 31-yard line. Bradley will go under center. 2 running backs with him. Play action. Bradley looks to throw. Now he's going to get sacked. Eagle defense is going to answer the call.
Yeah.
Loss of 7 yards on the play.
Yep. Yeah, Landon Waller, Hunter Traxler just blow through the line right there and get to Bradley quickly, and that'll be a big loss.
Momentum is a funny thing.
It's fickle, you know. It'll change just like the North Louisiana weather.
Second down now and 17 for the Tigers. Ball now at their own 24-yard line. Minute 47 left to play here in the first quarter. Oak Grove 7, Ouachita Christian 0. Bradley in the gun. Looks to throw. He throws this one out in the flat, and the Eagles are going to conversion get there.
Ball's out.
Ball's out. No indication right now. It looks like the Eagles say they have it. Of course they do, but we don't have an official ruling yet. And we still don't.
Can't see.
We don't have an official ruling yet.
The ball was clearly out. It just depends on if they were out of bounds or not on the recovery.
Now, since we're not going to get a ruling, we're just going to assume that Oak Grove maintained possession.
Yeah, I think the Eagles recovered, but I think they may be saying that the Eagles were out of bounds on the recovery.
And actually, it's going to be a gain of 4 yards on the fumble. Big third down play here. Third down and 13 for Oak Grove. Ball at their own 27-yard line. Bradley in the shotgun. Freeman joins him in the gun. Bradley's going to look to throw. He's feeling some pressure
Lots
already.
Of pressure.
Now he's going to escape. But the Eagles, Bradley's going to make a real good decision, actually, and throw that one away and live to fight another day. Great coverage downfield that time by the Eagles. And the pressure is going to give the Eagles an opportunity to get their hands back on the football here in the first quarter.
You know, that was kind of a high-level football play all the way around with the pressure, with the coverage, and then with Bradley with the heads up to throw it out of bounds and limit the damage.
Turpin is going to drift back for the Eagles. Turpin's done a great job of returning kicks and punts, punts especially, all season long. Looks like Chavez will handle the punting duties for Oak Grove. Turpin's going to stand at his 35-yard line. Good snap. Eagles come after it.
Oh, yeah.
Going to let this one slip off the side of his foot. Washita Christian
to midfield
is going to have great field position. Actually, number 22, Chavez handles the kicking chores. 22 is actually Riker Lynch. Lynch is going to have that one slide off the side of his foot. And as a result, the Eagles are going to have great field position. 21 yards on the punt. They're not going to be able to flip the field here, so it's going to be first down and 10 for the Eagles in Tiger territory.
Yeah, there's no doubt, though, the Eagles were going after that punt. I mean, he looked like he kind of rushed to get the ball off his foot, and that may have led to the shank.
First and 10 for the Eagles at the Tiger 49. The Dreen in the shotgun. 2 running backs join him in the gun. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Leonard. Leonard's going to have some running room. Unbelievably good footwork that time out of Macon Leonard, as he does a great job running the football that time for the Eagles. He picks up 8 yards.
8 yards.
Second and 2 for the Eagles. Macon's had a couple of nice runs tonight.
That was there wasn't as big of a hole right there. He just kind of shimmies through it, you know, and avoids the first tackler and puts the Eagles in good position to pick up this next first down.
Great footwork from the senior running back. Vadreen in the shotgun. Turner, Leonard in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Luke calls for the ball. Good snap. Play action.
What
Looks
happened?
To throw. Had to be some confusion there. Had man coverage. Voyan maybe broke off the route. In any case, this is a huge third down.
It is. Voyan had one-on-one coverage, press coverage. Luke seemed to think that he was going to try to get off the line and go down the field. But Voyan seemed to think that we were going to run the ball. So
third down and 2 out of the shotgun. Going to have to get some great blocking up front here. Luke calls for it. Gives this one to Macon. And we didn't get the blocking we were looking for. Penetration into the backfield. And that is where the shotgun hurt you. Loss of a yard. Maybe 2. Fourth down and a bundle.
Yeah, we'll go for it right here.
No, the Eagles decide they're going to punt the football. Play field position as they'll send Gavin out.
Number 18, Gavin Polk on the punt for the Eagles.
I think you and I both know that is going to bring it in to the first quarter of play. First quarter brought to you by the Darren Dugan Agency. For all your home, auto, life, and business insurance needs, call Darren Dugan today, 807-2100. That's 318-807-2100. And we want to thank Darren and the Darren Dugan Agency for their continued support of Washita Christian Eagle Athletics and Washita Christian Eagle football. Let's go down to the sideline to check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. How we doing, Mike?
Well, I wasn't happy about that one. He was supposed to go inside that end, and I don't know what he saw, but it was wide open, and he decided to go outside where the defender was, and it didn't work out. So Should have been 10, 15-yard game. And but I think that punting and play in field position right here is probably the best move.
I'm going to agree with you, Mike, but I'm also going to tell you that Gavin can throw the football.
Yeah. He can.
Yeah, what happened on that fumble, Mike? Did they say
it was out of bounds?
Yeah.
He recovered it, but he was out of bounds. We recovered it, but it was out of bounds.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 4th down and 4 for the Eagles. Gavin Polk on the punt for the Eagles. Gavin's going to stand at the 45. The Eagles are going to fake it, and they're not going to make it. Not sure who the ball carrier was there for the Eagles.
I think it looked like 32, Jude Turner.
Number 32, Jude Turner on the carry for the Eagles.
Jude's come up a little short, so it's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for Oak Grove. They'll spot this football at the Tiger 40-yard line. 11 minutes and 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Oak Grove scored on their opening drive. 7-0 Oak Grove. Bradley in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion out of the gun. They're feeling some pressure immediately, and the screen set up. Eagles do a great job of stringing it out. Great open field tackle that time by Ouachita Christian. They had it set up, Daniel, but great job back there by one of our linebackers. I couldn't get the number, but it's going to be a gain of 4.
I think that was Andon Melton that came up and made the tackle right there. One of our safeties.
Make that tackle, we're in a bind.
That's right.
2nd down and 6 for Oak Grove. Ball now at their own 44-yard line. Bradley will send 2 receivers wide to his left. 2 running backs with him in the backfield. Bradley keeps this one on the ground, and the Eagle defense is there. That's going to be a no gain.
I mean, Cooper
back to the line of scrimmage.
Cooper Russell again, just he's gotten so much better at playing downhill. I think that's what he had to improve on as the season progressed. There you see him playing downhill from the middle linebacker position and stops him.
Great opportunity here for the OCS defense. 3rd down and long. Tigers haven't had a lot of success picking up 3rd downs on the ground. You got to think Bradley will probably put this in the air. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and he does look to throw. Eagles bring pressure. He's going to have to unload this one early, and that's going to be caught. Eagle defender, unfortunately, Daniel, unable to get his head around. Never saw the ball in the air.
Kind of overran it. That was Andon Melton. He was in the right spot, just kind of overran the ball. The ball landed behind him. Nice job coming back to the ball by number 40 for Oak Grove. Owen Layton.
Gain of 27 yards, more than enough for a 1st down. As the Tigers moving the football. 1st down and 10 for Oak Grove at the Eagle 29. 10 minutes and 28 seconds left to play. Bradley's going to keep this one. And he'll fall forward for about 4, maybe 5 yards. Call it 4. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for Oak Grove at the Eagle 25-yard line. 10 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Oak Grove 7, Ouachita Christian 0. Bradley will send 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Jay Freeman will join him in the gun. Bradley looks to throw. Plenty of cushion. Going to get separation. And that's going to be a big gain through the air. 1st down, Tigers. Pass was complete that time. Looked like to number 10, Brody Stewart. Gain of 20 yards on the play, and Oak Grove's going to have the ball at the 4-yard line. Jackson Bradley is having his way with this Eagle secondary early in the game tonight.
He is. If he has any time at all, he's delivering the ball where it needs to be. Good route. Again, just a simple hitch route. I mean, just your classic route tree that Oak Grove runs. But hey, it's been around for a long time because it's effective.
Bradley in the shotgun. Turns. Hands this one inside to number 33. That's Joe Thomas Layton.
Oh,
the defense does a nice job, and now we're going to have, I don't know if there's anybody else out there that could throw a penalty. Definitely going to go against the Eagles. A little frustration.
Yes, and the yardage is not what's going to hurt here, but you don't want one of your senior starters have to step out of the game and also be stuck with a personal foul, their first offense of the game.
Looks like number 12, Aiden Eldridge for the Eagles. Going to get hit with a personal foul. going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against the Eagles. And
at the distance of the goal. First down.
As you mentioned, Daniel, you get half the distance, right, to from the 1.5 to the 1. But
yeah, they'll take the penalty because they get the no, it does. It was after the play, so it's second down. No automatic first downs in high school football.
Second down and goal for Oak Grove at the Eagle, inside the 1. Tigers break the huddle in a hurry. Bradley goes to the line. Under center, turns, hands this one off, and the Tigers are going to score their second touchdown of the night. Joe Thomas Layton takes it in from half a yard out, and Oak Grove is going to take a 13-0 lead.
Yeah, Coach Fitch, you talked about that kid, JT Layton. They'll line him up at receiver, at tight end, and there you saw him as a goal line back, and he gets 2 carries and punches it in for the Tigers. Big kid. All right.
Now this is number 42, Brian Chavez. On for the extra point. Chavez made his first one. Good snap. Well, low hole in that one. Hits a crossbar. No good.
Yeah.
So the Tigers will hang on to a 13-0 lead over the Eagles, and we'll take an opportunity to go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray at a Marion State Bank sideline report. How you doing, Mike?
I don't know if you want to come down to me right now.
Uh-oh.
Well,
look, on the fake punt, when you're playing a team bigger and stronger than you go north-south. I don't understand it, but that's what we did. So let's turn it over. Then you got seniors in the backfield. There's no heart. I'm not seeing any heart from this team right now. And they better turn it around if they want to win the game.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Yeah, got to find another gear. We mentioned it. Momentum.
You have to.
Is nasty in high school football.
This is the biggest deficit of the season for the Eagles, 13 points. And
Riker Lynch is going to kick this one off. Turner's going to field it at the 15. Turner's across the 15, across the 20. Now he's going to be upended at around the 40-yard line. Great starting field position for this Ouachita Christian team.
Yeah, similar to what Mike said, I mean, the focus this week, it gets hyped up because it's Oak Grove. But what Coach Fitchie's been trying to do is tell these boys, hey, you got to have discipline. Look at here. Discipline, discipline, discipline. You got to out-hit, you got to out-hustle, and you have to do your job. You have to do your job, and right now our guys are not doing their job. They're either trying to do too much, or they're overthinking it, or they got the jitters. Hopefully we'll settle down here and start executing like the Eagle team we know.
First down and 10 for Ouachita Christian. They trail in Oak Grove now 13-0. Ball at their own 41-yard line. Gain of 22 yards on the return by Turner. Vadreen in the shotgun, Turner, and Leonard in the gun. I tell you, I would have really wished he would have bounced that over here towards the Pret spots that time, but he does find the soft spot, and he is going to pick up 5 yards. Patient run that time by Leonard. Going to be a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Daniel, they got to put some points on the board at some point tonight, or we're going to be in a bind.
Yep.
Oak Grove's got some momentum, and it is a dangerous thing.
Well, they've gotten under the skin of the Eagles too, and you've seen some kind of boneheaded mistakes, and their one mistake, they overcame it with a bomb to score right after they made had a holding penalty.
Second down and 5 for the Eagles. Vadreen in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. That one's going to be caught. Turpin is going to win the dogfight over that and come up with a catch. Unbelievably nice catch that time by Patrick Turpin. Yeah. Luke tried to put a little mustard on that one. It hung in the air on him and gave the Oak Grove defender a chance. But Turpin does a great job of gaining and establishing position. Gain of 18 yards, more than enough for a community pharmacy first down. First down at 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, he had number 6, Devin Franklin. Got to think he's related to Cam Franklin, who was here a few years ago. But he was right in Luke's face, so Luke had to put a little more air under it than he wanted to. Kind of hung up. Good job by Patrick to fight for that ball.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Good snap from center. They keep this one on the ground. That's Leonard. Leonard with a nice run that time and a nice burst. Patient run. Gain of 6 yards on the play. Nice hole that time by that Eagle offensive line as well. Those guys are getting after it up front. I think the holes are going to continue to be there, Daniel. This line will lean on you after a while.
Hey, run the ball.
Run the ball. 7 minutes and 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The clock is flying by. Oak Grove 13, Ouachita Christian 0. 2 receivers to Luke's left, 1 to his right. 2 running backs with him in the backfield. Turns, hands this one to Leonard. And he's not going to go anywhere that time. It's going to be a loss of a yard. It's going to bring up a huge third down. Eagles are going to have to find a way to pick up 6 yards here to keep this drive alive. Leonard comes out. Going to bring up, well, actually, it is, he didn't lose a yard, so it is going to still be 3rd and 5. Maybe 4.
4 and change.
Yeah. Short 5, long 4. Kind of tough from this angle, but looks like they got it right at the 30. You know what? How do you argue with Donnie? He's 4 yards for the first down. 3rd and 4. Badreen in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And
is that us?
Looks like somebody's going to call a timeout. No.
Delay of game.
3rd and 5. The 3rd and 4 is going to turn into 3rd and 9.
Oh, I was hoping that was a timeout.
Third down and 9. Eagles get hit with a delay of game call. Luke Vadreen in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Turner in the backfield as the lone running back. Ball at the Tiger 35. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. He's got time, sets up a screen, and Turpin's got some running room.
That's Coach.
Actually, that's Ridge. Coach with a great shot on the sideline. It looks like that's going to be enough for a first down.
Yes.
It is. More than enough for a community pharmacy first down. Coach does a great job that time of finishing the run as well, Daniel. Gain of 19 yards on the play, and the Eagles are going to keep this drive alive. Big, powerful run that time from Coates, and that's the kind of thing that you need to get a little momentum going on the green and gold sideline.
Well, it didn't look like he had much right when he initially caught the ball, able to turn it into a first down. Great run and catch by Coach.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. The community pharmacy first down inside the Washam Agency red zone for the first time tonight. Eagles with the ball at the Tiger 17. Luke looks to throw. Man-to-man coverage. Voyon can't get there. Good coverage that time by the Tigers. Pretty well thrown football. I think Luke may have put a little too much on it, but you know, it was either going to be caught by Cam or it was going to go out of bounds.
I think that was good coverage, like you said. I mean, he stayed with him step for step. Only one place you can throw that ball to give him a chance, and that's where he threw it. Voyon couldn't get there because of the kind of the battle for position with the defender.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Tiger 16-yard line. Vadreen in the shotgun. Turner in motion across the formation. Luke calls for the ball. Rolls. Has some time. Puts some in. Oh, it goes in and out of the hands.
I think it was tipped. I think it may have been tipped.
Looked like a little early contact.
I'm pretty sure it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Let me see here. He never signaled that it was.
Big third down play.
Yep.
3rd and 10 for Ouachita Christian at the Tiger 17. Big play here to keep this drive alive. Luke Vadreen is in the shotgun. Jude Turner joins him. 2 receivers left. Luke calls for the ball. And he's going to run this one himself. And that's pretty minimal gain. It's going to bring up a 4th down and long. So a gain of 4. It's going to be 4th down.
Decision for the Eagles.
Fourth down for the Eagles at the Tiger 12. They need 6 yards to keep the drive alive. One of those momentum plays, right?
Yeah, Fitzhugh may call a timeout right here. You got to think about this one. And, you know, you want points on the board. You'd obviously like to get a touchdown, but I don't know, man. What do you think, Dave? I don't think you can go away empty-handed here.
No, and in all fairness, I think a field goal is a victory for Oak Grove, and I think if you do kick a field goal, yeah, that's exactly what Oak Grove wants to see you do right here. You're going to have to establish the fact that you want to win this football game, and there's an opportunity here to do it. But boy, I tell you what, playing the percentages, 4th and 6 is it's a big play.
It's a long 6.
Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray at a Marion State Bank sideline report. 4th and 6, Mike. What do you like?
Look, either go big or go home.
There you go. I'm right there with you.
First, we need to try to draw them off sides and get 5 yards. But if we're going to go and try to get a short yardage situation, we need to go north-south with the biggest boys we've got, because they've got some big boys, and they've come to play.
Absolutely. I agree. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. And the Eagles are going to go. Steady in the saddle is going to be probably the call here. But if the Tigers don't bite, you're going to have to run a play or burn another timeout. But Dream in the gun. Turner joins him. Luke calls for the ball.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Yes.
Washita Christian. Phenomenal play call that time by offensive coordinator Drew Vadreen. Nobody expecting Jude Turner to slip out of the backfield for that touchdown, as Washita Christian is going to put a touchdown on the board. And I'm going to go right back to Mike Gray just moments ago, Daniel. Go big or go home.
Okay.
The Eagles
are
back in this football game. Touchdown pass covers 13 yards and brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct.
Hey, I understand losing coverage for somebody, but 32, how are you going to lose him on the field?
Gavin on to attempt the extra point. It's up and it's good as the Eagles get back into this football game now, 13-7. And you got to feel the momentum.
Yep.
There's a little bit more pep in the step on the Eagles sideline right now than there were moments ago. And hey,
5:45
kudos
left
to Coach Stephen Fitzhugh for rolling the dice there and trying to put the touchdown on the board. They do, and
Drew Vadreen for dialing that up. I mean, what a play!
Beautiful play call and a well-thrown football by the quarterback as well, and a nice catch by Jude. But boy, it was
we got a ball game.
Well, absolutely.
Hey, the Eagles with Gavin Polk, you just think, it's 7's almost guaranteed, like 98% chance he's going to put it through. So if the Eagles are able to get another touchdown before half, you got a good chance to take the lead here.
This Eagle defense is going to have to figure out a way to lock into some pass coverage down the field, as Oak Grove has almost taken those deep shots, Daniel, at will.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, we're going to have to find some type of coverage that works, and
some pressure.
Pressure's big, but I don't know if our secondary, if their eyes are lingering in the backfield too long. I think that might. Oh goodness.
Gavin is going to get his leg into this one, but the Tigers are going to field it cleanly. A little bit of running room that time, but good coverage by the Eagles special teams. And now where's
my goodness.
Like here. Well,
I don't understand how that's not a face mask. I mean, I'm just saying. It looked like he was pulling him across the field by his face mask.
So it's going to be first down and 10.
First down and 10 for the Tigers.
Grove at the Eagle, or at their own 30-yard line. 5 minutes and 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bradley goes under center. They're going to run this one inside, and the Tigers have a little bit of running room. Freeman, the ball carrier for Oak Grove, and he's going to pick up 11 yards on the play, or actually 13, and that's going to be enough for a Tiger first down. Oak Grove now with the ball, first and 10 at their own 43. Bradley again is going to go under center with an eye backfield behind him. More of a traditional Oak Grove offense. They run the dive inside.
Oh, he gets through.
Gets through, and that's going to be enough. Let's call it 6. Second and 4. Looking for 4 on that play on first down. Instead, pick up 6. And it looks like the Tigers are slipping to an offense here to make sure, if nothing else, the Eagles don't get, as soon as I say that, they go to 4 wide.
Yep.
And Bradley in the shotgun. Bradley looks to throw. Feeling a little bit of pressure. He puts some air in this. Nobody within 30 yards of the receiver. Unbelievable. Touchdown Tigers. Oh, and then the Eagles are going to take a shot in the end zone.
That was friendly fire. Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be a big penalty.
Yep, it is.
Saw some cracks in the secondary last week against Faraday.
We aren't the only ones.
And that touchdown pass is going to cover 57 yards for Bradley.
They found a matchup they like. Cooper Thomas just checked into the game, and he was tasked with covering one of their receivers, and he's not a cover linebacker.
Officials are conferencing now. I mean, it's an unsportsmanlike foul against the Eagles.
It's going to be on the kickoff.
And they'll take it on the kickoff.
Yep.
A lot of work to say that.
Yes.
But, you know. So Chavez will come in for the Tigers. Missed his second one. Made his first one. Good snap. Oh, that's a low snap. Chavez looks like he crawled it in.
I think
he did.
so.
Slipped it in over on the far side. Right side of the upright. Dangerously close to hitting the upright again. He loves that corner over there.
I'm going to say it before you say it. Momentum.
Momentum's a dangerous thing.
Good gracious.
Dangerous thing. And the Tigers right now are riding it.
Yep.
Eagles, they got a chance here, but the Eagles can answer.
They
Look,
can.
this Ouachita Christian Eagle offense is dangerous. They've got some weapons. And I think that touchdown put a little wind in our sail. You can't, you know, we saw the cracks in the coverage last week against Faraday. Didn't know if maybe it was just the talented receivers that Faraday had or the talented quarterback that Faraday had. But I think it goes back to what you stated only a moment ago, which was somebody else watched the film too.
Yeah, no question about it. This team's going to be well prepared. I mean, this is a this is a big game for a lot of reasons. We talked about that at length. But I was just sitting here thinking, you know, we've got what a little 4.5 minutes, a little over 4.5 minutes left. I think I'm going to stay out of the locker room at halftime and just let Coach and the boys handle it.
Well, in all likelihood, this one's probably going to travel into the end zone. Now, I don't know. I didn't really get to see anything out of Riker Lynch earlier, but he's going to kick this one.
Yeah, you onside kick here.
From the Eagle 45.
I would think that you would want an onside kick. You're going to get the same field position as if you were kicking off from your normal the normal 40-yard line, but instead you're on the opponent's 45. Mm-hmm.
Well, it does look like he's got it aimed to the Eagle sideline, and it looks like he is going to try the onside, but you never know.
Yeah. No.
Lynch is going to kind of let it go out of bounds, and it does.
Yeah.
So now the Eagles will have great field position. Well, not great, but good field
35.
position at their own 35. With a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, having him kick from the Eagle 45 to be able to get it at your own 35. I'm sure Coach Fitzhugh and the boys will take that one.
Yeah, they'll take it every time. And, you know, the thing about that personal foul is it's the second one that we've committed this half. And again, both of them
out of frustration.
Yeah, that's right. Both of them were really inconsequential with the yardage, but it just shows a lack of discipline, and those things can get contagious. You mentioned momentum; that's part of the momentum.
Well, now I'm not sure what's going on here.
We opted to have them re-kick. Oh, it goes to the 20. Oh. Okay.
The Tigers will tee this one up at midfield now. So the 20-yard line is where the ball would have gone. Now Lynch will get his leg into this one. The Turner will have it at the 10. He's out to the 15, out to the 20. Good north and south running by Turner, and he'll get out to the 30, where the Eagles will start this drive. 4 minutes and 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Covers 22 yards. I want to thank D&H Sporting Goods, 2 locations in Bastrop and Sterlington to serve you. Stop by D&H Sporting Goods for all your Ouachita Christian Eagle gear. We want to thank the fine folks at D&H Sporting Goods for their continued support of Ouachita Christian Eagle football. Vadreen brings the Eagles to the line. Got 4.5 minutes to try and put some points on the board. Vadreen in the shotgun. Leonard will join him in the gun. Good snap from center. Gets this one to Macon, and Macon another nice run.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you
Patient.
what, he has done such a good job running the football so far here tonight.
Yeah, that was one of the more patient runs that we've seen tonight from Macon. Kind of follows his blockers to 2 or 3 different levels. Picks up a nice 7 yards.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. Luke in the shotgun. Turner will join him in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. 2nd and 3 at the Eagle 37-yard line. Luke calls for the ball. Good snap. Has time. Throws this one over the middle. That's interference.
Pass interference. He called it anyway.
That's twice.
Yep.
That I think we've had people getting there early, and the flags are staying in the pocket.
Well, that was Cooper Russell. That's the first time we've seen him catch a ball this season.
Cooper Russell could be very dangerous at the tight end position. The Eagles don't need the flag. 11 yards on the play. It's going to be enough for a community pharmacy first down. First down at 10 for the Eagles at their own 48-yard line. More importantly, the clock's running. You do not want to give the ball back to Oak Grove with significant time.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10. Padrine in the shotgun. Good snap. Keeps this one on the ground with Macon. Macon's got a little bit of running room. He gets outside. Nice job.
Nice. Great blocking up front that time.
Number 6 wanted to reach out for that horse collar so bad, and almost looked like he knew what was going to get. He was going to get flagged. Able to catch up to Macon. A gain of 8 yards on the play, and again the clock running now with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in the first half. Looks like they backed it up, so it's going to be 2nd and 3. Padrine in the gun. Two running backs with him in the backfield. Turner, Leonard, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Macon. And Macon is going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. He may have picked up a yard, and he did, but you're going to be looking at a huge 3rd down again. And again, going to be operating out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got to have blocking up front. Penetration is a killer. Leonard.
Yeah, watch him coming off the edge right here. They Oak Grove likes to send blitzers off the edge.
Leonard is the lone running back. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. He's got time and he's got a man. A nice throw and a nice catch. Actually, it's number 15, Cam Voyan, and Voyan will haul it in. A well-thrown football that time by Luke. Nice gain on the play of 9 yards. Needed looked like maybe 4. Picks up 9, and that's going to be enough for another community pharmacy first down. Eagles moving, but the clock is going to become a factor here now. 1:40 left to play in the half. First down at 10 at the Tiger 33. Padrine, good snap. Got some pressure. Throw of interception right into the stomach of number 6. That's Devin Franklin. And the Tigers are going to take over with 1:30 seconds. Jackson Bradley is going to have his guys ready to go. This Eagles secondary is going to be put to the test. First down and 10 for Oak Grove.
1st and 10, Oak Grove.
No return of significance on the Franklin interception, but it is going to be first down and 10 Oak Grove at their own 32-yard line. Bradley in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Plenty of time.
Double move. He's good coverage.
And it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Turpin. Turpin actually establishing position that time. Daniel High pointed himself. A lot of talking, a little chirping going on the far side of the field. But Turpin does a great job that time. Looked like he might have had a chance for the interception, but in any case, does a great job of defending the pass down the field.
Just a stop and go. Turpin did not bite, so he was in great position to defend that pass.
1:24 seconds. Clock will stop with the incompletion. Bradley in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Bradley looks to throw. Again, plenty of time. He's got a receiver, and that's going to be complete. The clock's going to run. Shy of the first down, so it's going to bring up 3rd down. A gain of 8. It's 3rd and 2 for Oak Grove. And it looks like the Tigers are Not sure.
Yeah, Eagles.
It is going to be Ouachita Christian takes the timeout.
Yeah, that's the second timeout that the Eagles have used this half. One remaining. I don't think the Tigers have called one.
Middle school football players, please report to the field house. Middle school football players, please report to the
Go to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray. What's up, Mike?
Well, here's the problem. They've got a good running game. We keep guys in there to stop the run. We go man-to-man with their receivers, and we get burned. So we've gone over the top with a couple of safeties now because of the situation of being 1 minute and 9 seconds left, which should work for the passing game. They'll have the underneath stuff, but if they try to pop a run, they'll probably get 20 yards on it because we've got everybody deep.
I understand, Mike. You got to make, everybody's got to make the adjustments, and you and I both know this Eagle staff does a great job at halftime, and I wouldn't expect anything less. They got to stop Oak Grove here. Thanks a lot, Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Bradley will operate out of the play action.
Oh no,
he's got some running room, and they're going to give him credit for the first down.
Yeah, I'm glad he ran that ball.
Picked up 4.
Yeah. The
clock's going to continue to run now inside of a minute.
Yeah,
when they move the chains.
4 yards is better than another touchdown, and he had number 10 again streaking down the middle of the field.
Bradley in the gun, a bunch formation in tight. One running back with him in the backfield. Plenty of time to throw. Lets this one go.
Goodness.
He's got a receiver wide open. It's going to be caught by number 10. And the Eagles' woes in the secondary continue.
Yep. So they'll be inside the red
Pass was
zone.
complete to Brody Stewart. Gain of 40 yards on the play. Looks like we're going to have a timeout this time, taken by the Tigers. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the high, humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Oak Grove's going to have the football, first down and 10 in Eagle territory at the Eagles' 16-yard line. Eagles are trailing in this contest right now, 20-7. Jackson Bradley will bring the Tigers to the line. Shotgun. Man in motion across the formation. Good snap. Bradley rolls, sets his feet, got a man open in the corner of the end zone, and that's another touchdown. Oak Grove having success in the air. 34 seconds. Tigers put another touchdown on the board. 26-7. Chavez will come on for the extra point attempt for the Tigers. And the Eagles are having a tough time defending the pass. Good snap, good hold. Chavez this time gets a kick right down the middle. He missed it.
Yeah, it was near side.
Yep. So Chavez's extra point attempt is going to be no good, and the Tigers are going to continue to hold on to a 26-7 lead. And the Eagles, well, I tell you what, Daniel, just really struggling to defend the pass. Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray at Marion State Bank. Sideline report, Mike. What's going on?
Well, Coach Fitzhugh is as puzzled as we all are. I don't know. Have we run a zone defense all year in the secondary?
I don't think we've had to. We haven't had to go to that.
They ran a crossing route there.
Yes, that's right.
One ran a flag, one ran a post, and they crossed. We got confused, even on man. Why not go zone here?
Yep.
Let's try something different.
Well, I will tell you this, Mike. You and I both know that Coach Fitzhugh and his staff are one of the best at making halftime adjustments. We've seen it for I've seen it ever since I've come to Ouachita Christian games. They're going to figure out some things, and they will make adjustments. The kind of kids that we have, they're also going to be able to pick up on those adjustments. So,
but one thing we can't do is the turnovers and mistakes.
Yep,
we just
right.
can't.
No.
And that number 6 was an outside linebacker on that interception. And instead of coming like he had been, he dropped back.
Right to him.
And right into the play and made a great play on it. But we've got to make those adjustments. And, I mean, we're moving the ball when we have it. We've just got to take care of, keep it, and get it in the end zone.
Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Luke Vadrine brings the Eagles out. An offset eye backfield beside him in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Eagles have it 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Luke gets a lot of pressure immediately. Gets this one out to Macon, and he's going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Screen never really had an opportunity to develop.
Let's take this to the half.
It's going to be a loss of 3 yards on the play. Clock's running with 12 seconds, 10 seconds, and I don't think that the Eagles are in any hurry to try and get this one off, as they are going to let the time expire. And Oak Grove will go in at the half with a 26-7 lead over this Ouachita Christian Eagle football team. Not the kind of half the Eagles wanted to start off with tonight. But I've seen worse, and I've seen us come back from worse.
Hey, I was just fixing to say that, and I've said it several times on the broadcast in the past, is that I haven't seen many coaching staffs that are as effective as OCS, Stephen Fitzhugh and company, at making adjustments at halftime. It's something that they do. We've seen some of the most miraculous comebacks. You can go all the way back to the Calvary games and these other things that we've seen. But, hey, adjustments have to be made. There's no question about that. So whether it's going to zone, whether it's a personnel thing, whether even if it's on the offensive side of the ball, I mean, like Mike said, we are moving the ball. But, man, when we get down in striking territory, we've had 3rd downs and 4th downs, and that's what happens, when it comes to moving the ball down the field and then unable to capitalize on those. Great call, for the touchdown to Jude Turner, the pass to Jude Turner that we had to kind of let us crawl back into the game. But we still got a whole half of football to play, and I can't wait to watch it. We got 2 really good teams out here on the field.
Well, Coach Fitzhugh and his staff are as good as I've ever seen. I mean, I've sat in this press box or different press boxes and watched them come through with schemes and plans to try and offset some of the stuff that's going on, and they do a great job at it. I wouldn't expect tonight to be any different, but like you said, there's going to have to be some changes made, and it looks like primarily in and around the secondary in order for us to have a chance in this football game in the second half. Being entertained by the Ouachita Christian cheerleaders. Look like Oak Grove's going to have sent some spirit groups over to entertain as well here at halftime. Ouachita Christian goes in at the half, trailing 26-7. Want to invite you to come back and join Daniel for more halftime, but come back and join us for the second half. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us.
your Ouachita Christian varsity cheerleaders.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the high humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Hi, I'm Dustin Balance with Ludwig Marine. We have 2 locations to serve you, one on Darbone Lake in Farmerville and one right here on 165 North in Monroe. Come by and check us out. We have the best brands on the market: Phoenix Bass boats, Weldcraft aluminum boats, and your gator tail duck boat needs. Give us a call today at 318-545-5595 or check us out on the web at www.ludwig-marine.com. Mitch Ludwig and the Ludwig Marine crew would like to say, go Eagles.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm Home and Auto Insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ron Bush is ready to help you combine home and auto and save with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington. Call 318-388-4663 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Dreher Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreher Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a lot of asphalt, surface treatments, hot mix, parking lots, driveways, asphalt maintenance, dozer work, and crushed stone. You can walk and drive on us with confidence. Call 281-2242. Dreher Contracting in Bastrop.
Start smiling today with Neela Dental. Whether you need general dentistry, dental implants, or a cosmetic touch-up, Neela Dental is here to give you the confidence to smile strong and healthy. They offer state-of-the-art treatments with everything performed in-house in 2 convenient locations, Tower Drive in Monroe and Highway 2 in Farmerville. Feeling nervous about your visit? No worries. Neela Dental offers sedation options tailored just for you. So why wait? Start smiling today and visit neeladental.com. Neela Dental would like to wish OCS the best this season. Go Eagles!
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Wholesale jewelry with integrity. They provide honest, professional experience while offering stunning diamonds and fine jewelry at or below wholesale prices. And we do custom pieces by appointment. Engagement rings, tennis bracelets, pearls, earrings, necklaces, gemstones, loose diamonds, and jewelry repairs. Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe.
Number 50, Luke Waller. Number 54, Trip Ball. Number 60, Trevor Henson. Number 64, Tanner Ellerman. Number 68, Land Lowry. Number 72, Paxton Balsamo. And number 85, Brady Bush. This group of Eagles played perhaps one of the toughest schedules in middle school football history, playing a number of upper classification feeder middle schools. However, like true Eagles, these young men rose to the occasion and got better and better throughout the season and had a breakout performance in the final 2 games of the year, defeating St. Fred's and 4A Franklin Parish. These young men embraced the challenges and finished the season strong. Here's a message from Coach Wells. I am super proud of you young men. You overcame many challenges and grew as a team throughout the season. That Friday in the weight room when you were challenged to finish the season right, you did. Your last 2 games were a testament to your will to fight and leave everything on the field. I am so proud of your work and effort this season. Remember this verse, Colossians 3:23-24. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. I look forward to watching you uphold the standard of Eagle football in high school. Let's hear it for your 2024 middle school Eagle football teams.
Touchdown. He has 1 interception, also has a fumble on a sack, 77 yards through the air. We are also, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like we have 11 carries, 64 yards, minus the 17 on the sack. You know, so we are moving the ball a little bit, but not to the effect of being a threat right now, you know. But hopefully Coach Fitzhugh, Coach Vadrine, the rest of his staff are in there putting together a solution for the second half. And I'm going to tell you something. We've seen it before.
Oh, absolutely.
We've seen it before.
You're not going to – I mean, it's impossible. I mean, Mike Gray's going to tell you, Saul will tell you, anybody's going to tell you that this staff at Ouachita Christian does a phenomenal job at halftime being able to find a way to make some adjustments. And, you know, they seem to be able to do it year in and year out. And I don't think or I don't know why tonight would be any different. But you can make those adjustments, but those young men out on the field are the ones that are going to have to make the plays. And I think they're going to be up for a challenge. Oak Grove's got a good football team tonight. Now, here's the thing. We had a chance earlier tonight to talk with a former Eagle quarterback, a pretty good former Eagle quarterback. I mean, you know, I think he owns pretty much every passing record here at the school. Well, pretty much. I don't know. I hadn't gone through the record books in a while. But here's the funny thing about it. He is a very, very good former Eagle quarterback. You know what his last name was?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, Saul Graves, right?
Yeah.
That's right. All right. So here's the funny thing. We're going to bring another young man in to talk to us a little bit about playing that position here at Ouachita Christian.
Not only the position, but I told you I don't know what they do at halftime to turn these boys around.
Okay.
But they go in the locker room and then they come out, you know, whether we're playing, like I mentioned, Calvary or some of these other teams. But I know somebody who does know how they handle it.
That's
a
right.
young man by the name of Landon Graves.
That's right.
Who is also one of the best quarterbacks in OCS history.
Same last name.
Same last name.
What's the odds on that?
Yeah. You were 3-1, Landon, against Oak Grove, right?
Yes.
2-0 as a quarterback. No, 3-0. Yeah, freshman year. I can't forget about that one. Yep. Yeah, 3-0 as a quarterback. And, you know, what do you think Coach Fitzhugh's talking about right now?
I know exactly what they're doing in there. I know Vadrine's got the offense in a corner, and Fitzhugh's roaming around, going to talk to everybody about any kind of adjustments. I know Vadrine has a nice drive that he's got set up, what plays he likes, and hopefully we can get it in a 2-possession ball game right here, and I'm sure we will with the adjustments that they usually make at halftime.
Yeah, it's nice to get the ball, you know, coming in. They have, especially when you've been struggling the first half. So that's the game that we got going on tonight, man. But, you know, it's a football game. These kids here will have to wake up tomorrow and go to school because it's a Friday. You're going to have to get ready for a game on Saturday. So how's life, man? Tell us what's going on with you.
It's going good. ULM, we've kind of changed the program around this year from what it's been in the past so far. Sitting at 5-3 right now. Hoping to go to the first bowl since 2012. Hoping to get the first bowl win ever. things are looking bright right now.
They are. But y'all got a pretty tough road ahead, though.
Yeah, we do. Texas State, Auburn, Arkansas State, UL.
Yep. So, yeah, 4 good teams coming up, and so got to find a win.
Got to squeak out one somehow.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know if if Coach Vincent would be okay with you answering this. Where do you think you can find that win out of those 4 teams?
I think any of them. We got UL, Texas State at home, then we got Auburn and Arkansas State away. I think any 4. I mean, it's a toss-up.
Yeah.
I think the Sun Belt Conference is so close. The talent is so close. I think any game. I really can't pick one.
Yeah, didn't UL just beat Texas State last week?
Yes, they did.
So ULL. You're right. Yeah, ULL. Cody Bauman over there. He's a former. Were you an Indian? Indian and a Warhawk.
The bridge.
Yeah, he was there. The first Warhawk. Cody Bauman played there. So you watch this game tonight. It's definitely not going OCS's way, but Oak Grove's always going to come with a solid football team. And you can tell me what it looks like from your point of view, but maybe we had a little bit of the jitters, maybe trying to do too much a little bit early, playing a little outside of the system. What did you see in the first half?
I think the lights are kind of bright for some guys right now, but I think we haven't had a game this year of this caliber yet. Mangum didn't come out and do what we thought they would do. So I think it's the first time that we've really seen this year, and hopefully we got that out at halftime, and hopefully we'll come out ready.
And I think that's one thing that I find fascinating about the game of football. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I am in this case, I think Oak Grove beat Mangum by 6 points, and it was late. They had to come up with a way, to win that football game. We, as they would say, we had a running clock at the end of the Mangum game. So naturally, right, we do that. We really whip up on Mangum. So naturally, we should be able to do. It's matchups, right? And that's the one thing that Oak Grove has done tonight, has been able to find those matchups. And I think more than anything, they found it in the passing game. Mangum didn't possess a guy that throws the football like Jackson Bradley.
We could sell it on the run against Mangum,
and that's what we did.
Yep.
And I think it's matchups, and I think it's different talent. And I tell you what, I mean, I think anybody would not have thought that Oak Grove was going to be able to throw the football like they have against us so far.
I think Fitchu's kind of focused on stopping number 2 in the backfield, and I've been watching. They've been in a lot of man. I mean, it seems like every play is man, and I don't think we've been able to do that very often this year, and I think it's showing a little bit.
Yeah, hadn't really been tested deep. We did last week a little bit. I know you didn't make the trip to Faraday, but do you keep up with the Eagles these days?
I do.
I knew you did. I was setting you up there, but you definitely. And so last week, especially in the second half, I mean, we had built up a lead, but man, we were exposed a little bit on the back end of our defense, and I think a lot of it is experience. We got some guys that can play. We got some guys with experience, but not experience against a. I'm watching Jackson Bradley out here, and this is the 4th year in a row that I've watched him, and he has not thrown the ball with this precision until tonight. And so he's finding his guys downfield. He's getting a little bit of time, and and we're the ones paying for it. So.
All right, so I got to ask you. I talked to Saul for a little bit before the game tonight. It's Oak Grove week. It's something we always talk about because of the history between these two teams. So. One of the most obscure Oak Grove games that we played was your freshman year when you had a chance, and if I'm not mistaken, you got called up. And I don't even know when it was that you found out you were going to have to start against Oak Grove. But Saul's on his way out to the game, and he says, "Look, I'm not in that big a hurry. We're going to have to start a freshman tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter's out, and he's not going to be able to play."
I didn't give you much of a chance. I went fishing.
and I got to tell you, what a treat, man. It was a great night. I think you threw 3 touchdown passes, close to 300 yards, and were able to defeat the Oak Grove Tigers. But there was one game in there somewhere that I can't remember, and I don't know when it was, but probably the longest rain delay that I've ever – it was over 2 hours.
Senior year, wasn't it? The rain game?
Oak Grove?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here?
Okay, your senior
we
year
had
then.
one offensive drive, then we got stuck in there, and then came back out while it was still raining.
Okay, all right. So that was your senior year that you
Yes.
guys were able to come back and defeat Oak Grove that night as well.
Yeah, 48-20.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna. I got to tell you, when Daniel told me we were gonna have an opportunity to visit with you. It's always great, man. It's great seeing you, and I'm gonna tell you, all the Eagle fans that are listening right now and have a chance. This young man is out here.
Yep.
I mean, I see him out here. He's out here supporting these young guys, and definitely makes the trip back over here to campus when he can. And we wish you absolutely all the best as you continue to go out to ULM and fight for an opportunity to get on the field. And there's a lot of talent at the quarterback position over at Louisiana Monroe right now, and
y'all got a full quarterback room.
We sure do.
and there's a lot of talent in there.
There is.
Absolutely. And we Daniel and I, we both, man. I mean, I'm a Northwestern guy. That's where I played football in college. But hey, I go out there and watch.
You're in the Warhawk Club.
Hey, man. Hey, I watch the Hawks. Come on.
Yeah.
These are our guys out there, and it's a lot of fun. But we want to thank you, man. Thanks so much for coming out tonight and taking a few minutes to talk to us. And
make sure that the players see you down there. Okay, go put your whatever it is, whatever it is that you got. Try to share something.
Daniel wanted you to go over and shake a few Tigers' hands before the game and just let them know you were still around tonight. And but again, man, thanks for taking a few minutes to visit with us, and it's always a pleasure. And I want to thank you for taking some time tonight. Listen, you got to get down there and talk with these. You got to get them going, man. We're in a bind. 26-7 is the score here at Fitzhugh Field, Eagles Stadium. As we get ready to get the second half underway, both teams are back on the field. Both teams going through their pre-game warm-ups to get this second half underway. We're going to take a quick break and come back and join us for the second half. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Are you tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week.
Are you tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
There are 2 Big Mac burgers now? Never had a Big Mac.
If you're going to try your first Big Mac,
Landon Graves here, who knew the secret to beating Oak Grove. So I want to thank him. The Eagles take the field, go ahead to the sidelines. We got about 2 minutes to go till we kick off, David. The Eagles are down 26-7. Definitely want to thank Shelter Insurance agent Ashton Smith. So give Ashton a call for all your insurance needs. Shelter Insurance, 343-3582. Also, if you want to set up an appointment with Craig over at Sterlington Physical Therapy, give him a call at 235-9326. All right, I think we're ready now.
Well, the Eagles won the coin toss tonight, and as a result, they deferred. So they're going to get the ball to start the second half. And I think Landon touched on it, Daniel. Hey, what a great opportunity here to get the opening kickoff and cut this to a 2-score game right off the bat.
Yeah.
Eagle offense has had some success on the ground and through the air.
Well,
the last possession resulted, however, in an interception and gave the Tigers an opportunity to put another score on the board. But the Eagles are going to send Jude Turner deep. And Jude's not going to back up as far this time. He'll stand at the 20-yard line, anticipating this kick, and it is a directional kick. And Jude gambles right.
Yep.
Catches that one at the 20. He's across the 30. Now he's across the 35, across the 40, before he's going to be brought down at around the 45-yard line. So this Eagle offense is going to have great field position to start the second half of play.
Yeah, good return by Jude, north and south. You know, we see that from the Eagles. We see it a lot from other teams when they head east and west, and we know that doesn't work when you're returning a kickoff. So good decision by Jude there.
Gain of 24 yards on the return. First down and 10 for the Eagles as we get ready to start the second half of play. First possession for the Eagles, trailing 26-7. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap. Keeps this one on the ground with Turner. Turner's going to round the corner, and he is going to carry several Oak Grove Tigers down the field. Nice gain on the play, a gain of 8 yards, maybe 9, depends on where they spot it. We'll call it 9.
We'll give him 9.
Second and long one. As Turner gets us started here in the second half. He's the lone running back with Drew Vadrine. Vadrine in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Eagles traveling from left to right on your radio dial. Good snap from center. Give this one to Jude again, and Oak Grove's not going to have an answer.
Yep.
Jude is very difficult to deal with at the second, third level. He's going to have more than enough for a community pharmacy first down. Gain of 14 yards on the play, and this is exactly how you draw up a start to the second half of play, moving the football. Big chunks of yardage. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Another community pharmacy first down. Again, they keep this one on the ground with Turner. One person is not going to bring him down. As a matter of fact, he's not tackled. He's just run out of bounds, but a nice gain on first down for the Eagles. Gain of 2. Looks like a little more than that, but it looks like
just ran out of room. 2. Ran out of room trying to get to the edge there.
Second down and 8 for the Eagles at the Tiger 29-yard line. Vadrine in the shotgun. Turner joins him in the gun. Good snap from center. Fakes this one, keeps it himself. Luke's got some running room. He's going to make a couple of men miss. Oh, run out of bounds at around the 2, maybe 3-yard line. It'll depend. Luke does a great job that time selling the dive. Keeps it himself. A gain of 26 yards on the play. More than enough for a community pharmacy first down. They'll spot this at the Tiger 4.
Yeah, nice read by Luke right there to hold on to it at the mesh point. Man, ran wild, made a nice cut to pick up an extra 10 or 12 yards.
First down and goal to the Tiger 4-yard line inside the Washam Agency red zone. First and goal, 4-yard line. Turner, the lone running back. Turns, hands this one to Turner. He's going to get hit in the backfield. A lot of penetration that time by the Tiger defense. Not something we've seen a lot of so far in the season. That Eagle offensive line allowing penetration into the backfield around the goal line.
Yeah, that'll probably be no gain. I mean, the Tigers' defensive line just pinched down.
Actually, a loss of 1, Daniel.
Loss of 1.
They'll move it back to the 5. Second and goal from the Tiger 5-yard line. Opening drive of the second half for the Eagles. Trailing right now, 26-7. Jude Turner, the lone running back. Vadrine going to give this one, keeps it himself.
He's short.
He's going to be short of the goal line, but he's going to be real close.
Yes, he's close.
Be inside. Well, they'll put it, it looks like, at around the 2-yard line. It is going to be the 2. Or actually, Donnie's going to say the 1.
Yep. Okay.
Third down and goal at the 1-yard line. Operating out of the shotgun, they're going to have a block. Can't allow penetration this close to the goal line. Third and goal at the 1. Lone running back is Turner. Vadrine in the shotgun. Looks to call his phone number, and touchdown, Ouachita Christian. I'll tell you what, Daniel, you could not have responded with the second half drive any better than that. Running the football, establishing the ground game, and then punching it in down on the goal line. What a nice start to the second half here for the Eagles as they cut into this Tiger lead now, 26-13. Gavin Polk on to attempt the extra point. Patrick Turpin to hold. Gavin gets his leg into it. It's up, and it's good as the Eagles put points on the board here in the second half. Now 26 to 14.
I'll tell you what else. That was kind of a statement, and it's not a statement of dominance, but it's more saying, "Hey, we're not going to go away that easy. Like we're in this game, we're going to fight for home field. You know, that's momentum.
Thing.
That's it. That's it.
And
so
right
hopefully
now the Eagles have some.
Hopefully they can hold on to it for a couple minutes at least.
Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray at a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, I don't think you can do it any better than that.
No, I think they need a full dose of Jude this second half, and let's get it down the field. Defensively, I looked at some film while we was in at halftime, and we were out of position many times, just on run plays. When they ran that fourth down around the edge of the line, we were supposed to have a defender on that end, and we didn't. He was on the other side. Just being out of position and not doing their job, and I think Coach Fitzhugh got the message across to just do our job this half.
Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Polk tees it up at the 40. And it's going to be an onside kick. And
we got it.
It's going to be tough to see. It looks like Oak Grove actually comes up with a recovery.
They're saying we didn't touch it. No, we touched it.
Yeah, in any case, it looks like the Tigers will probably take the ball.
Yeah,
it looked like we may have gotten there a little bit early,
well,
Daniel.
I thought it hit an Oak Grove player, but that maybe, yeah. It did. They're saying it didn't.
So the Tigers, if I'm not mistaken, will be able to take the ball where they recovered it. But we'll have to wait and see for the officials.
They're lining up like that's the case, aren't they?
It's going to be encroachment against the Eagles. So it's going to be, they're actually going to penalize this 5. That's a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah.
For illegal touching, so you get 10 yards.
First down and 10 Tigers. The Eagle 40-yard line.
I guess from where the Eagles touch it. So it's going to be first down and 10 for Oak Grove. They couldn't ask for better field position. I guess they could ask for it, but great field position to start here in the second half. First down and 10 for Oak Grove at the Eagle 40-yard line. Jackson Bradley and the Tigers come out in the eye. They try to grind this out for a little while. Give this one to the deep back, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty marker on the play.
Yeah.
Probably going to be a hold.
And maybe illegal hands to the face. It'd be nice if it's a hold. I don't know. The officials are staying back.
Flag on the play.
The officials definitely not making their way down to the goal line, but it's going to be a personal foul, hands to the face against the Eagles. That's a huge penalty.
Well, again, it's another personal foul. It's not going to affect the yardage again, but that's our third personal foul of the night.
And Jackson Bradley has exposed the Eagles secondary, Daniel. Had a lot of success through the air, but that's just an old-fashioned dive play that results in a huge gain for Oak Grove, as they'll now have the ball first and goal at the Eagle 1-yard line. Tough run that time by number 2, Jay Freeman.
Yeah.
Tigers break the huddle in a hurry. Bradley will go under center. And he'll go with number 33, Thomas Layton. Joe Layton. Touchdown Oak Grove.
Number 33, Joe Thomas Layton on the carry.
The Eagles get a little momentum going, and the Tigers respond in about 3 plays. 2 plays, 3 plays.
Looks like the Tigers are going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Try to get that point back. They missed an extra point earlier tonight. Looks like they'll try to pick it up here. Eagle defense is going to need to respond. Bradley out of the shotgun. Freeman with him. And it looks like we're going to have
Flag on the play.
maybe a delay of game, and that's what it'll be. The Eagles hit with the delay of game earlier.
Yeah.
Don't think that's going to affect the Tigers' play call, though, or decision to go for 2 here.
Yeah.
Chavez hadn't been on fire. He's missed 2 tonight.
He has missed 2, and the ones he's made, he's barely made them. They've just snuck in.
So Bradley with a little more of an adventure here. They'll back this one up to the Eagle 8-yard line. 4 wide, 1 back in the backfield. Bradley looks to throw. Eagles with good coverage that
good
time.
Good defense.
Great coverage that time. That's Turpin on the far side of the field. That is how you play pass defense.
Oh, that is. That was great right there. Good vision. Didn't lose sight of his receiver and breaks it up right there. And so we still have a 2-possession game.
Absolutely. Nice job that time by Turpin.
No, is that right? No, never mind. We're 18. We're 18.
Last,
three possessions.
That last touchdown put us in a bind.
18 points, not 16.
The Eagles are going to have an opportunity to try and keep it rolling. Daniel, I think offensively we've demonstrated the ability to move the football. I mean, we've got 14 points on the board.
We got to make a stop. Got to make a stop.
And just going to have some way to slow down this Oak Grove offense, and haven't been able to really find a solution to that. Lynch handled the kicking for Oak Grove. Jude Turner will stand at the 20. And Jude's going to have another opportunity here to get this one upfield, and does. Penalty from way down the field.
Yeah.
Number 32, Jude Turner with the return. Tackle made by number 1, Brody Duff. Flag on the play.
Nice return that time by Jude, but we're going to have to wait and see what the call is. Typically, very rarely do you see it thrown on the kicking team.
Yeah.
They're going to throw a holding call against the Eagles.
That'll be a spot. It's going to put the Eagles pretty, kind of way back there.
Well, like you said, it'll be a spot foul. Looks like they're going to mark it off from the 40, so the Eagles should have decent field position. Right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Ouachita Christian at their own 30-yard line. Luke Vadrine going to operate out of the shotgun. Sends 3 receivers wide to his right. Looks like Leonard, the lone running back. Good snap from center. Luke's going to keep this one himself. He'll make it back to the line of scrimmage. Donnie's going to give him forward progress. He picks up 2 yards on the play.
Short game play. 2nd down Eagles.
Let's go, one!
2nd down and 8 for Ouachita Christian at their own 32-yard line. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Oak Grove 32, Ouachita Christian 14. Eagles need a big play here.
They do. The play clock's under 10 seconds, and the Eagles might have to speed it up to get this off.
Down to 2, 1, and they do.
Barely got it.
Luke looks to throw. He's got some time. He's got a man, and he overthrows. Actually looking that time for Rich Coates. Had just a little too much on it. Coates had a step on his defender. And Luke just a little too much air under that one. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down play here. You do not want to give the football back to the Oak Grove Tigers 3 and out here.
No, great play call.
Really well executed as well.
Yeah.
3rd down and 8, maybe 7. Ball at their own 32-yard line. Luke Vadrine will send 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Leonard, the lone running back for the Eagles. Inside 10 seconds, or 2 seconds on the play clock. Luke looks to throw. He's going to get hit.
Ball's out.
On the ground.
Oak Grove has
Oak
it.
Grove recovers. Looks like it'll be right at the 20-yard line. Single offensive line is going to be the 2nd sack of the night, the 2nd separation of the football from Luke. 1st down and 10, Oak Grove at the Eagle 20. Jackson Bradley will bring the Tigers to the line. And going to center. On the eye. Give this one to the deep back. It's actually number 2, Jay Freeman.
Number 2, Freeman on the carry.
Freeman finds a soft spot in that Eagle defense. Looked like they had him at the line, Daniel, but able to bounce around and find 6 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for Oak Grove. And they'll put the football now at the Eagle 13-yard line. 14. 7 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Eagles trailing right now 32-14.
Yeah, critical possession. Critical possession.
Bradley in the shotgun. Looks to throw. Feeling some pressure. Unloads this one to get rid of it. Good pressure that time by the Eagles. It looked like Hunter Traxler maybe out there in the flat applying the pressure. So Bradley unloads it. Now he's going to be looking at 3rd down. I got to tell you, if you can get the Tigers in 4th down here, don't see a field goal being a threat.
No. That's why. That was my thinking. You know, when I said it's a critical possession, it's not just for the Eagles to get a stop, but they don't have a field goal kicker right here, so it's 4-down territory. So you can get a turnover on downs if you can stand tall as a defense.
Tigers in the eye. Bradley turns, hands this one to the deep back, and I tell you what,
he got the 1st down.
This is one of those, Daniel, where the secondary not even really being asked to do a whole lot here.
Hey, hurry up!
The Tigers have had a ton of success on the ground. A gain of 7 yards on the play. It's going to be 1st down and goal for the Tigers at the Eagles 7.
A lot of it is from Jay Freeman, not just because you give him the ball, but he is shifty and he is making people miss. He's not getting huge holes. He's just making people miss.
Bradley with 3 receivers to his right, none to his left. Going to run a read option here, and Bradley's going to take it in. He'll go in untouched for the touchdown. Add to the Tiger lead. This Eagle defense is having a tough time tonight.
They are.
Eagle offense as well.
Yeah.
Tigers take a 38-14 lead. 6:26 left to play in the third quarter. And the Tigers will look to go for 2 again. Eagle defense has been able to keep them out on the last 2. Bradley looks to throw this one, and it's going to be great defense that time. Good job of swatting it around. It's going to be incomplete. Looked like he was looking for Joe Thomas Layton.
Little jump pass.
Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray and Marion State Bank Sideline Report. How we doing, Mike?
Well, 3 turnovers and a bunch of penalties is not good. We've got to do something here. I mean, look, these kids on the Oak Grove team, I'm 6'1", 230, and I'm small compared to pretty much their whole team. But we've got a lot of heart on this OCS team, and I want to see it for the rest of this game.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank Sideline Report. Ouachita Christian trailing the Oak Grove Tigers right now, 38-14. Lynch going to kick this one again, and this time it's going to be fielded by one of the upbacks for the Eagles. It's actually
a face mask.
Actually number 15 for the Eagles, Cam Voyon.
Good return.
Voyon with a great return that time. Looks like he's shaken up on the play. Cam, a talented return guy, but also a receiver for this Eagle offense. Picks up 30 yards on the return. Daniel, I'll tell you, the Eagles have not suffered from poor field position all night.
No, that has not been the case. They've had the ball in, where you would want to have it. You can talk about like strategy and the wrinkles in football, but just like Mike said, I mean, you got to limit penalties. You can't turn the ball over, and that's where the struggle's been for the Eagles tonight. And you got to make stops. You got to tackle.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 48-yard line. Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Luke gets a good snap, sets his feet, and it's going to be incomplete. 2 receivers
in the same spot
within 6 feet of each, or 6 inches of each other.
Yeah. Looks like it was intended for Turpin. Luke Edwards was also right there in that same neighborhood.
And the Eagles, Daniel, are going to find themselves in a situation where, with a solid run game that they have, you get too far behind on the clock, and you're just going to have to throw the football. 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Oak Grove 38, Washita Christian 14. Vadreen in the shotgun. 4 wide, 2 left, 2 right. Leonard in the backfield. Going to give this one to Macon. He's got some running room. He makes the corner, stays on his feet. Going to be real close to a community pharmacy first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. Nice job that time by Macon and getting to the edge. Picked up 9 on the play, 3rd and 1. Ball in Tiger territory now at the Oak Grove 43-yard line. Clock running with 5:50 left to play in the third quarter. Macon comes to the sideline. Turner will be the lone running back. 2 receivers to Luke's right, 1 to his left. 3rd and 1. Tough run that time by Jude. I'm not sure that he got there. The official on the far side of the field is definitely not going to give him forward progress, and he's definitely not going to give him the first down. It's going to be 4th and short.
You have to go.
Don't think there's any doubt in anybody's mind that the Eagles are going to have to try to get the first down here. Again, going to be operating out of the shotgun in short yardage. You're going to have blocking up front.
You are. You're going to have to create some type of seam, maybe for Luke to keep the ball here. That seemed to be effective this half. I wouldn't be surprised to see that.
Possibly follow Jude up into the hole.
Yep.
There will be a void created. And the Eagles are going to take a timeout.
Having a hard time getting lined up.
This timeout and all Eagle timeouts, and all timeouts brought to you by Campbell & House, attorneys at law. Don't get played.
Call Wade.
Call Wade. You won't get played. I want to thank the fine folks at Campbell & House, attorneys at law, for sponsoring all the timeouts from tonight's contest all season long. Again, Campbell & House, attorneys at law, continued sponsors and supporters of Washita Christian Eagle football. I also want to thank our third quarter sponsor, Randall's, Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. For all your tailgating needs, catering needs, call Randall, 318-388-2278. Know that I don't know you're ever going to be disappointed. You can pick up something from Randall's, Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. I want to thank Randall's Group for continued support, sponsorship for Washita Christian Eagle football and Eagle athletics. Well, momentum is a strange thing. Picking up a first down here could actually change some of that momentum. 4th and 1. The Dream can operate out of the shotgun.
Oh, goodness.
Gives this one to Jude, and he is not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Oak Grove will take over on downs. Tough to do out of the shotgun.
He was about 9 yards off the line of scrimmage there.
First down, Tigers.
You know, momentum is a strange thing sometimes, but sometimes it seems a little too familiar, too comfortable, and that's what's happening. Like you said, you pick up that first down, it could take some of that away. You get stopped, man. You just multiplied it.
Tigers are going to keep this one on the ground.
Oh goodness.
And the Washita Christian defense is going to continue to struggle with tackling. As that time, Jay Freeman picks up another 7 yards. Daniel, like you said, it's not like they're getting blown off the ball. It's just a matter of
it's finding him.
Finding him.
Yeah.
And being able to secure him.
That's right. Finding him, getting your hands on him, and bringing him down to the ground.
2nd down and 2 for the Tigers. And Jackson Bradley in the shotgun. Looks to throw. Got plenty of time. And now he's going to feel some pressure.
That might be grounding. No.
Not a receiver in the vicinity at all.
It's got to be grounding. Yep. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing. He wasn't out. He wasn't. He was about 3 yards to his left. I guess they're going to say he was outside of the box. But
3rd down and 2 for Oak Grove. Bradley will move his men around. Set this one up inside with the veer, and
give it to big JT Layton. And he's gonna get
Tigers will have a first down.
Stacey Shaw's down. We're gonna need him to be okay.
Timeout on the field is Stacey shaking up on the play. We'll take a quick timeout too, Daniel, from here at Eagle Stadium. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dustin Balance with Ludwig
Are you
Marine.
tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
There are 2 Big Mac burgers now? Never had a Big Mac.
If you're gonna try your first Big Mac, you gotta go with the original. Can't go wrong with the classics, right?
Nah. If you're gonna try something new, go with the new Chicken Big Mac. It's got special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and 2 chicken patties
on a sesame seed bun.
Stop saying everything I'm saying. I'm not. Yes, you are. No, you are. No, you are.
So what will it be? The Big Mac or the Chicken Big Mac?
Yes. The Chicken Big Mac. It's not a Big Mac. Get it while you can.
We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Down at 10 for the Tigers. Bradley, to fake the handoff, he's going to get hammered.
Yeah.
Great job that
Good
time
hit.
up front by the Eagle defense. Loss of 1 yard, gain of 1 yard on the play. Stacey Shaw comes off the field under his own power. Stacey was jogging. Looked like he may have gotten dinged up, but Daniel, he looked like he was going to be able to shake whatever was ailing him off. It is going to be second down and 9. Eagle defense doing a great job that time on Jackson Bradley. Nice contact. Bradley's going to turn. They hand this one inside, and that's going to be a problem again for the Eagle defense. First down, Tigers. Having a real difficult time trying to find a way to corral Jay Freeman.
Yeah, so that was a nice patient run from Freeman, and then he explodes when the hole opens up. He's having a pretty good night tonight.
Gain of 13 on the play. First down and 10, Oak Grove at the Eagle 31-yard line. 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter.
The Eagles have to get a turnover here. They have to find a turnover. And a turnover on downs may take longer than we need for it to take. We need to find a turnover.
First and 10, Oak Grove, Eagle 31-yard line. Bradley in the shotgun. Eagles this time are going to do a nice job. Patient run, but when you stop in the hole, you're going to attract attention. Gain of 1 on the play. This is a big third down play here. Actually, second down.
And 9. Obviously, the Tigers are not in a huge hurry to get to the line.
And why would they be?
Nope.
Second and 9 for Oak Grove. Jackson Bradley will bring the Tigers to the line. Good snap from center. Come on. I'll tell you what, it's
good gracious. No, he grabs him by the face mask. Okay.
Well, I got
a little chippy.
It's
could have thrown 2 flags on that.
Getting a little chippy. Down on the field. But it's going to be a nice gain that time, it looked like, by Freeman. Patient run, a little extracurricular here on the sideline. But after the dust settles, it's going to be third down and 3. Ball at the Eagle 29-yard line. Bradley turns. He's going to hand this one inside to Latham, and he's going to have enough for a first down. As Layton pushes the pile, needed 3, picked up 5. Oak Grove grinding out short yardage, but also grinding out the clock, Daniel. Inside of a minute and 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter. First down and 10 for the Tigers at the Eagle 19-yard line. Bradley in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Going to call his own number. And he's got some running room. Eagles will stop him just shy of the goal line. Be first and goal for the Tigers at the Eagle 2.5.
Yeah, the
gain of 16 on the play.
The Tigers, like you said, grinding this drive out, chewing up the clock. Not only that, but they are wearing down our defensive line, unable to set the edge there and get upfield and force Bradley inside. He just picks and chooses his spaces out on the outside and gets down inside the 5-yard line. Tigers, to say the least, they're threatening right here.
No hurry. First down and goal at the 2.5. Bradley under center, and looks like they're going to get the Tigers for. It looked like he had a false start in the sense that not everybody got set and had a little movement here or there, so it is going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers.
Yeah, tried a little kind of a quick snap.
Tell you what, too, that's a good penalty for Ouachita Christian. Oak Grove really is able to, seems like to always find that 2 or 3 yard dive play.
Yeah.
5 makes it a little more of a challenge, and it looks like they usually go into the playbook a little deeper.
Yeah, but they have 4 tries for it right here. You know, first and goal from where are they at, the 7?
The 7-yard line.
Yeah.
Well, actually, call it 8.
Yeah. And they'll take it. That'll
should
be
bring us an end to the third quarter of play. Tonight's fourth quarter sponsor, the Fat Doctor. Fat Doctor is a physician-monitored weight loss program offering weekly accountability and support under Dr. Davin Spires. They use a 3-pronged approach consisting of a ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, and exercise to get you to a healthier new you. Weight loss medications are also an option now as well. Find them on social media under the Fat Dr. Monroe or give them a call today, 318-503-4441. Want to thank our fourth quarter sponsor, Dr. Davin Spires. The
Fat Doctor.
That's right. And the Eagles need all the help they can get in this one. Trailing 38-14, and the Tigers with the ball first and goal at their 8-yard line. Oak Grove has played a really solid football game tonight.
Solid game. Clean, not a lot of penalties.
Little chippiness on this last drive, but football is that way sometimes. First down and goal for the Tigers at the Eagle 8. Bradley under center, going to give this one right up the middle. It's Layton. Layton with a tough run, picks up 3 on the play. Looks like they'll put this football right at the Eagle 5-yard line, maybe the 4. So it's going to be first and goal for Oak Grove at the Eagle 4-yard line. Almost a Herculean effort for this Eagle defense to stop, shut the door here. But this is when your defense bows up. Little turn, and that's going to be a problem for the Eagles. Unable to set the edge. Freeman will take it in for a touchdown. Able to bounce that one, Daniel, and jump it outside
quickly
before any of the Eagle second level could get there. Add another touchdown to the board. Tigers have not had a lot of success going for 2 tonight. Tigers line up for the 2-point try. Jackson Bradley is going to try double, triple, reverse, and now he's going to get dropped. Not really sure what the neatness was about that, but the Eagles do exactly what a play like that deserves. They squish it. Gain. No gain on the play, and the 2-point conversion is no good. 11 minutes and 19 seconds left to play here in the ball game. Oak Grove with a 30-point lead. over Ouachita Christian, 44-14. Uncharacteristic turnovers and penalties have plagued the Eagle defense tonight, as well as a lot of blown coverages on the back end in the secondary. Dug themselves in a hole they may not be able to get out of.
It's going to be it's a very tall task. You mentioned it before the game, and Saul mentioned the physicality factor of the game, and this is a big team. I mean, size-wise, across the board, they're a big team. They're a fast team. They're a physical team. And, our guys, we have a good team, and but we have to have that chemistry or that bond. And when oh goodness, nice play!
Absolutely, great hands at someone, especially by somebody wearing a number 58.
That's our right tackle, Bo Gregory.
Wow! He both threw his paw out there, swatted it, kind of tipped it to himself, and came up with it. And again, hey. We've talked about it all night. Here we go again. The Eagles with great field position to start the drive. Now at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, but the Tigers, the last couple of possessions, have been able to get into the backfield pretty quickly. We had the first drive of the half where we ran down the field, about 6 plays and scored.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 41-yard line. Luke Vadrine gets a high snap from center, hands this one inside to Macon, and Macon going to pick up a yard. Donnie gives him 2, so it's going to be second down and 8.
But I mean, this is make no mistake about it. This Oak Grove football team is a championship contender. They're a contending football team. They've got playmakers. They got size in the trenches. They got a quarterback that has experience and size, and Louisiana Tech, scholarship. So. It was going to be a tough matchup from the get-go, something that we've looked forward to, and we have not faced a team like this year.
Luke in the shotgun, good snap from center, throws this one, sets his feet, and it's caught by Turpin on the far side of the field. Nice gain on the play, more than enough for a community pharmacy first down. When Luke's given time, Daniel, he's able to get rid of the football and get rid of it on target. It's a gain of 13 yards on the play and more than enough for community pharmacy first down.
Yeah, these underneath routes that he's able to find tonight. I'm looking, the longest completion we've had tonight is the 19-yard completion to Ridge Coates down there. I mean, nothing over 20 yards tonight, not able to have the time to get the ball down the field.
First down and 10. Tiger territory at the Oak Grove 44. Vadrine in the shotgun.
Yeah, they're
going to feel some pressure. Rolls and does exactly what he should. And he takes a shot.
I don't understand that.
After throwing it away.
Yeah.
Second down and 10. Ball at the Tiger 44. Clock running with 9:52 left to play in the ball game. Eagles trail 44-14. Vadrine in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, nobody right. Leonard, the lone running back, with him in the backfield. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. Puts some air into this one, and he got hit again. You got to give credit to Luke too, Daniel. He stepped into that throw and took one right in the chest.
Yes.
Nobody likes stepping into pressure, but he did. Unfortunately, it's going to be incomplete. Looking at third down and 10, obviously 4-down territory for the Eagles. Clock running now with 9. Well, not running. It stops with the incompletion, so 9:48 left to play in the football game. Big third down play here for Ouachita Christian if they want to try and keep things going. Third and 10. Luke in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Throws this one. It's out in the flat, complete to Turner, and Jude's going to lose the football. The Tigers may have an opportunity. They're going to lose this one. And it's going to be recovered by Oak Grove. Jude was looking to get upfield, had it poked out. And Oak Grove is going to recover it. That turnover could put this ball game out of reach. As Oak Grove is going to have it now. First down and 10 at the Eagle 33-yard line. 9 minutes and 36 seconds left to play in the game. Bradley calls for the ball.
Number 2, Freeman.
Freeman.
Number 2, Hunter Traxler.
Gain of 8 on the play. Second and 2. Oak Grove is in no hurry.
Yeah.
To execute this offense.
They're going with kind of the offset out. No, they're going with the single back now. No, they're going with the eye.
With the fullback right up the middle. Notice, too, a little different fullback that time, too.
Yeah.
It looks like Leighton may have been given an opportunity to rest. Gain of 3 on the play. Not sure who that was. Maybe looked like possibly number 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 40 for Oak Grove is Owen Leighton. So, well, I mean,
are they brothers?
Maybe his brother.
Yeah. I think there's another one, too.
Yeah, it looks like there's 3. Eli, Joe, and Owen.
Maybe cousins.
Could be.
Probably related.
No gain on the play. Actually had enough for the first down. So first and 10 for Oak Grove. There we go.
No, that's a flop. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll tell you, that's
that was LeBron worthy right there.
Yeah, the officials that time doing a good job of keeping the flags in the pocket. Hey, but in all fairness, though, man, just not the, you don't really need that little extra there at the end. It was a flop, but.
I thought they were kind of tangled up, and they were just trying to get loose, and Freeman just kind of tries to get an Oscar.
In any case, the Eagles do a good job on Freeman that time. Picks up a yard, so it's going to be second and 9.
It's been a while since we've seen that.
Eagle defense doing everything they can. Bradley's going to keep this one himself. Bradley has not had a good night running the football.
He's had a couple.
Eagle defense able to pursue him.
Yeah.
But
third down.
He's had a couple decent runs. Had one down here on the to our left. But really just the threat of it's always there, and I think that helps open things up for players like Freeman and Leighton coming out of the backfield.
Big third down for Oak Grove. Eagle defense with an opportunity to come up with a stop. Third down and 7. Ball at the Eagle 19-yard line. Clock running with 6:49 left to play. Boy, Eagle defense this time is going to respond. They're not going to blow the whistle. They're going to let him take him to the ground. Forward progress stopped, but it's going to be a loss of, call it loss of 1 on the play. They'll give him forward progress is what they're going to do. He tackled him back here at the 30-yard line, but it is going to be officially a loss of 1 yard. 4th down and 7 for Oak Grove. Play clock's at 20. So they're going to wait to let this one run down. Should take us inside 6 minutes. Oak Grove.
Watch the big tight end right here.
I'm going to go for it. And it looks like we're going to have a delay of game call against the Tigers. And that's what it is. So they're going to wave it off and take the timeout.
Yep.
Trying to milk as much of this clock out as they can. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. How you doing, Mike?
You hear over the years of playing football, maybe they needed that loss.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is one we needed because we have been sloppy And I'm down here listening to everything. And I think these kids thought they were going to show up today and win. And we got the playoffs next week. And I think that we need to back up, regroup, and get ready, get our heads right. Me and Saul were talking about it a few minutes ago. We've got to get our heads right before next week, because next week it's win or go home.
That's right.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 4th down for Oak Grove. 2 running backs in the backfield beside Bradley. Give this one inside, and the Eagles had a chance.
Yeah.
And they're going to stop them. You know what? Hey, no small victories, right? As the Eagles come up with a stop.
Yeah.
And they're going to take the ball. And you take any positive in a game like this, and that's a pretty big positive. As the Eagles are able to get the turnover on downs. And now the Eagles, you know, look, now you're down 30.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I got a question for you, okay?
Bring it.
So I was talking on the coach show to John Turner this week. He talked about state championship, and I said, you know, that's one of the hardest things for to do as a high school athlete is win a state championship. So I was thinking, you know, this going undefeated, is it harder? I mean, we have 8 state champions each year in football. Do we have 8 teams that go undefeated in the regular season each year? Which one is more common, a state championship or an undefeated regular season?
You know, I'll just tell you like this. As far as I'm concerned, I can't tell you how many times the Eagles have shellacked, you know, either an Oak Grove team or possibly a Sterlington team that went on to win a state championship. So, you know, maybe Mike's onto something. You know, maybe one of those teams took a wake-up call here at Eagle Stadium to realize, hey, you know, we got to get better. Maybe that's what happens tonight. You get challenged and you have to figure it out.
But my point is it's hard to win a state championship, but it's also really hard to go 10-0 during the season. You know, it doesn't matter what your schedule looks like. You're dealing with 16 to 18-year-old kids that have homework, that have girlfriends, that play Fortnite. You know, they do these things, and so I think, you know, after watching this game tonight, I think we were prepared. I do think we were sloppy at times, but I don't think that was all due to our lack of focus or anything like that. Now we got a first down. I think a lot of it had to do with our opponent tonight. I mean, that's a good team out there.
Oak Grove was ready to play football, and not only were they ready to play football, but you know they took advantage of some of the weaknesses that we've seen, and those are things that, you know, hey, those are going to be able, you know, the coaching staff's going to be able to address, and not only the coaching staff but the kids. I mean, a lot of times, you know, Coach Fitzhugh and his staff can put people in the right place, can give them the right instructions, but at the end of the day, you got to execute. And you know, a gain of 15 on the play that time for Leonard as he picks up another community pharmacy first down for the Eagles. Now 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the football game. Ouachita Christian still trailing 44-14. Vadrine will bring the Eagles out. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Leonard, the lone running back, with him in the backfield.
Yeah.
Looks like Turner may be flexed out. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. He's feeling pressure immediately. He's going to have to unload this one. A lot of pressure on him tonight.
A lot of pressure.
Eagle offensive line, we've given them kudos all season, and deservedly so. Yep. Tonight, that Oak Grove defensive front has gotten after him.
Yes, they are coming after Luke Vadrine every time. You know, if this score holds, which it likely will, you know, we'll play next week. And like Mike said, you know, we got the playoffs coming up. We'll host a first-round playoff game. Don't know who that's going to be, but we'll talk about all that here in just a few minutes.
2nd down and 10.
Oh,
go on the ground with Leonard. Macon's going to take a shot down low, drop, but gain of 3 yards on the play. Be nice to see the Eagles keep this football, be able to end the game with a possession.
Yeah.
3:50 and counting. 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 48-yard line. Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 running backs with him. Turner and Leonard. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw.
Oh, that was a good throw.
Like a pretty well thrown football that time, Daniel. He's been a little long with some of his throws tonight, but that one was well placed.
Well covered.
But having said that, stride for stride with Turpin. I mean, Patrick almost makes a phenomenal catch on it, but that's exactly what it would have been, a phenomenal catch. So here we go with 4th down. The clock will stop now with 3:20 left to play in the ball game, 3:25. The Eagles need to pick up 6 yards to get a first down. Vadrine in the shotgun, 2 running backs with him in the gun. Luke looks to throw. He's going to throw this one into the
that
ground.
was blown up from the get-go.
Screen was never going to be there.
Yep.
Eagles will turn over on downs.
Yeah, it looks like the Tigers will take over in Eagle territory around the 48-yard line.
It looks like they'll spot this football right at the 48. And it's going to be first down and 10 for Oak Grove. And in all fairness, the Tigers will keep the starting lineup in. First down and 10. Looks like the Tigers will take a timeout.
Timeout, Oak Grove.
Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray, Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing?
Oh, look, we're still fighting.
Yeah.
I still see the guys fighting. I still see the line fighting. We're giving up 80 to 100 pounds a man on that front, but they're still trying to bow their neck and push and do what they can do. Oak Grove had a few fresh guys in on that last one. They were just teeing off and coming. They knew what we were going to try to do there. So let's get ready for next week.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Oak Grove 44, Ouachita Christian 14. 3:23 left to play in the ball game. Bradley stay in the game. Oak Grove up 30. Gives this one inside to Layton. I'm not Coach Gregory, Daniel, but, I might want to give my guys a break this late in the game. But gain of 3 on the play, second down and 7.
Well, the Tigers will likely get a week off next week.
Different set of playoffs there.
Different set of playoffs.
Not going to see this football team any further than tonight.
That's right. That's right. But that,
second down and 7 for Oak Grove at the Eagle 45. Let the play clock run down inside 5. And the Eagles are going to do a good job here. Good open field tackle that time.
That was Tristan Raymond.
Loss of a yard on the play. Good closing speed by Raymond that time as Tristan did a nice job in the open field. Loss of 1. Third down, Oak Grove. Clock running now with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the ball game. Oak Grove 44, Ouachita Christian 14. Eagles having a tough time tonight. Bradley's going to fake this and keeps it. He's got all kinds of running room. But pick up a Tiger first down.
Yeah. That'll do it, won't it?
Should. Minute and 42.
First down, Tiger.
Left to play when they run the chains. You may need to run 2 plays here, Daniel, to make it official. Looks like that's what they'll do. First down and 10, Oak Grove at the Eagle 33-yard line. Looks like Bradley's going to drift into a victory formation. you know, you would expect the same. I mean,
Yeah,
Coach Gregory and his group over there, a lot of mutual respect between these two teams. And to be honest with you, the Eagles just didn't have it tonight.
Well, and you know, whatever Oak Grove came here to do, they've done it. Kneel on it, and they're going to look forward to that. To look ahead to their playoff run. And the Eagles are going to do the same thing. You know, you got to try to get your guys. You got to try to flush this, learn from it, and figure out what adjustments need to be made. And I can tell you, Coach Fitch, you mentioned it to me this week on the coaches show. He mentioned the secondary. You know, after that Faraday game, it was a concern. He that's word for word what he said, and they wanted to address it. They had a kind of a short week to address it with the Thursday game, and you know, when you're going up against the best quarterback that is on our schedule, likely on our schedule for the rest of the season, you know, it's a tough adjustment to make in just a matter of days. And so now the Eagles are going to have to address that as they move forward in the playoffs. And hopefully, if we come across a team that's going to air it out, we'll be able to hold them at bay, or at least run the ball effectively and keep their offense off the field.
Oak Grove's going to win tonight and defeat the Eagles 44-14.
Well, you know what else? Eagles are now 40-1 on Fitzhugh Field.
Yeah, going to lose one tonight. First one the Eagles lost on the turf. But next week is a different start to the season.
It is.
The second season, as we'll have to wait and see how this loss to the Tigers is going to affect. It's going to affect our power rating. See exactly where we set up in the power ratings.
Well, we currently sit at number 9. So if the playoffs were to start before this game, again, like you said, you don't know how it's going to shake out. If it were to start before this game, we would have hosted Delhi Charter in the first round. We were the number 9 seed. They would have been the number 24 seed. The top 8 seeds get a bye. You know, with PowerPoints, this is not a terrible loss. I mean, you know, you still get 9 points for this, so it's not going to hurt you too bad. A lot of it depends on what happens with the teams that surround you. You know, if we're at 9, what happens with the 10, 11 team, and the 8 and the 7 team, and being at number 9 and playing a high quality opponent.
Well, you could. I mean, and you're going to have to help me here and correct me if I'm wrong. But I mean, you very well could see us possibly just stay right at 9.
Yeah, stay right at 9. I mean, there's even a possibility we could move up in the rankings. I don't know what that possibility is. Sitting at number 8 is, you know, is Southern Lab. They have 3 losses on the season, by the way. So if they beat a team that has 0 wins, you know, I mean, they'll still get the 10 points. We won't be able to catch them in that case. You know, without getting too much into it, we only played 3 non-district games. So it's really hard to get any momentum from your non-district schedule, which can help you a lot, or it can hurt you. And, you know, Caldwell, of course, is winless the last time I checked. That did not help at all. We got the points for the win, but and play-up points, but that's it. I mean, we could have used some points from them. Maybe they'll get a win tonight. General Trask has played well. They've helped us out a little bit. You know, who's our other? Delhi. I don't know who they play, but those are our 3 non-district opponents. So we did not get a lot of help from you know, from our non-district schedule this year.
Let's go down and wrap it up tonight, Daniel. Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Tough loss for the Eagles tonight, Mike, but, you know, hey, I think you mentioned it several times. They live to fight another day as we get the postseason kicked off here in 2024 next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Kudos to Oak Grove. They played a heck of a ball game. They've got a great team, and I think they'll go far in their bracket. But I think that we've learned a lot tonight as a team, and I believe it's going to help us going forward through this playoff run.
Mike, over the last 3 years, we've been able to celebrate taking Oak Grove to the woodshed, and have done it tonight. Oak Grove had us. They had our number and played a really, really good football game tonight.
They played a really good football game.
Start to finish.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. See you next week. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. I want to thank Mike for his efforts tonight. The Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to lose one tonight. They're going to go down to the Oak Grove Tigers 44-14. First time we've said that so far this season.
Yeah.
It's definitely the first time that we've ever had a home game on this turf where we were looking at a loss. But the Eagles, we'll have to find out who we play wait for these power ratings, Daniel, and as you said, find out how everything shakes out. And but the Eagles will have an opponent next week.
It'll be official Monday. It'll be unofficial on Friday night at about 10:30.
That's what and everybody's got a math equation that does it.
Right.
But Oak Grove Tigers are going to win tonight. I want to take a minute to thank Mike Gray, thank Saul Graves for coming up tonight. Thank Landon Graves for coming up tonight. And by the way, just so you know, completely unrelated, Saul and Landon, and how ironic and weird it is to see two of the better quarterbacks we've had. And of course, Hunter Herring gets away, right?
Yeah.
He's easy.
Yeah.
No confusion there. But between Saul and Landon, to have two exceptional quarterbacks.
They really are.
Position.
They're at the top of the list in almost every single category. Those two guys of quarterback play here at Ouachita Christian, and they're not related.
Nah, somebody's like that's got to be his cousin or something,
yeah,
right?
Well,
I mean,
But I think at the Dome a couple years ago.
I will tell you a funny story about Saul and Landon. When Landon first started coming onto the scene and started making some waves and doing some special things at quarterback for the Eagles, Saul said people kept coming up to me going, "Hey man, is that your son?"
Yeah.
And Saul was like, I got to tell him no, he's not my son. He goes, but I got to be honest with you. He keeps playing like this. I'm going to have to claim
That's
him.
Right. That's right. I think the announcers in the state championship a couple years ago were like, and that's Landon Graves, the son of former quarterback Saul Graves.
Of course it had to be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's taking a leap there, but
well, the Eagles lose a tough one tonight, and I want to thank Saul and both Saul and Landon for coming up and giving us a few minutes tonight. Always want to thank Mike Gray for down there doing the yeoman's work on the field with the Marion State Bank Sideline Report. Of course, none of these numbers and nothing that has to be added rather quickly would be happening without Donnie Haley and his talent up here with us in the booth. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. The Eagles dropped this one to the Oak Grove Tigers tonight, and like Daniel said, of course you said 10:30 tonight. You keep thinking it's
tomorrow
Friday,
night,
right?
Tomorrow night,
yeah. But instead, the Eagles will have a chance to.
Hey, one more thing.
See,
we're 9-1. That's a good season.
It's a fantastic season.
Yep.
I mean, look, hey, Oak Grove's a talented football team. I think you and I have seen some talented football teams over the course of broadcasting these games. That's a good team. Oak Grove will have an opportunity to make some waves, and I believe it's Division III in the playoffs.
Yep.
I think we're still going to be set up to make some waves in Division IV in the playoffs. We're not going to play Oak Grove anymore this season. There's zero potential of that.
No, but I'm going to stick with what Coach Fitchie says. We have to get better every single day, and that does not stop after tonight.
And Mike touched on it earlier as well. He said it several times tonight. I mean, we got better as a football team.
Yeah.
You don't win. You don't learn a whole lot from beating the brakes off of people. You learn a lot from going through a tough loss.
Yep.
And hopefully the Eagles will have a chance to go through and study the autopsy on this one and see how things shake out. And I'm sure they're going to learn even more when they get after it in the film room. Hey, tonight's over with. They lost. It's done. You got to move on. You got to look forward to next week and a playoff opponent. Ouachita Christian loses tonight to Oak Grove 44-14. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It's been our pleasure to bring you the call tonight. You've been listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.